And welcome in everybody to the OFL live recap show. This is going to be the recap for week 9. Sorry that we missed last week, but real life got in the way. And we have our usual guest hosts on today, Khornight and Ethelred from across the pond.
And actual faces now this time.
Actual faces now.
You can put a face to a name now, or something like that.
Yep.
But I hope you all had a good Christmas.
Oh, so I guess you say I am Khornight then.
Yeah, Khornight is top right, Ethel is top left, for those that don't know. So I did have a good Christmas. We celebrated ours with our kids yesterday, and then with our other extended families Thursday and Friday. So today is the relax and recuperation.
I had a big family Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
That's the my mum's side of the family Mediterranean, so that's when they celebrate Christmas.
Nice. All right, so with that, let's everybody
beards
knows
and glasses
good Global needs
and
good beards. Yeah.
Beards, glasses, and balding, basically.
Glasses and balding.
Yeah, balding
absolutely.
and great beards, yeah. And I got contacts instead of glasses in, so.
Maybe we should be lined up at the top in order of greyest beard to least grey beard, or most hair to least hair, whichever way you work.
Probably got Ethel beat by just a little bit. He looks like he's got some dark going on the sides there.
But I am obviously the young child of the group.
or you're still using man.
Just for men.
Just for men, yeah, that's it. I was thinking Manscaped, but that's the wrong one.
That's the wrong area.
I think Manscaped do beard stuff as well.
I think they
only do pubes.
Yeah, I do.
Were you looking into getting a sponsorship at some point, Ethel?
I'll be happily sponsored by Manscaped. Absolutely.
They sponsor streamers at the drop of a hat.
Yes, they do. They do. Yeah.
Get in there.
Oh, I'll get in there.
All right. So now that we've got the recording started and we've caught up on that, we are going to do a real quick recap of Week 8, which we missed, and this week for the matches that have been played. We're only going to count votes on our predictions for Week 8, as not all of us were able to get our predictions in for Week 9. So, for Week 8 in the AFC, Dakaz and Kalis Real. Dakaz 1-3-0. Lloyd White beats Nicholas 2-0. So Lloyd White with the win. Mamudis beats Vivo 2-0. Manile wins over Elaricia 2-1. Squirm.
Oh.
What's that?
Sorry. That was I thought I'd gone for the Vamps, but I was the only one that went for Manile in that game. That's
nice.
Crazy, surely.
You probably did it just to be different from us.
Yeah. Or the other way around, or was I going first and you were different from me? I'm not sure.
That would have been me going first on that one, and then you would have went second.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah.
Squirm beats Bugman 1-0. And Calderak beats Noman Nescio 2-0. No draws that week in the AFC.
And also worth noting that of the ones that Galentio did too late, he only got 1 right and 4 wrong. Okay. So I think it's safe. It's safe to say he's not trying to cheat, at least not in the first division.
Fair enough. I'm okay with that. Week 9, we'll just go through it real quick. 5 of the 6 matches have played. Kalis Real wins 2-1 over Lloyd White and the Dark Elves. So Kalis Real for the win there. Vivo's Orcs win 3-1 over Dakaz. Manile with another win with his Nurgle, 2-0 over Nicholas. Calderak and Elaricia tie, so the Vamps and the Necro, I believe, with the 2-2 tie. And then the Lizards of Noman Nescio win 1-0 over Bugman. And the Squirm... I need to... Sorry. I do have that showing. Sorry. The Squirm Mamudis match, I believe, may have just actually started. Let's see. Yep. They just started a few minutes ago, so they're actually playing right now.
Wow, and we just got raided by Rick Reckless with a party of 108.
Thank you, Rick. Thanks for the raid, Rick.
Give them nothing, but take from them everything.
Much appreciated.
Were you playing Blood Bowl 3 or was it Fumble Stream?
I think it was Blood Bowl 3 that he was on.
Yeah, we might get hit with a few follows here. Thank you, Christopher B. and Iron Sirius for the follows, and welcome in.
You should probably say what the league is about, Spiders. Your chance.
Yes, I will. Absolutely.
Quick advertise at OFL.
If you'd have known Khornight was here. Welcome in, Lady LaFay. Glad to see you. Blood Bowl 3 Arena, nice. I have been playing some arena runs so far this new season with my with some Amazons. It's been just an average run so far. I think 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss, something like that. But welcome in everybody that came in from Rick's stream, and Rick, thanks again for the raid. For any of the people that were already on here watching, go give Rick a follow and a watch whenever you can.
Because obviously that there will be people who watch you who won't have heard of Rick before.
Arena finals, gotcha. You got to show us playoffs.
Yeah, I guess not playoffs.
Yeah, so to piggyback off what Ethel had said a minute ago, we have a private league called the Old World Football League, or the OFL. It closely mimics the American NFL Football League as much as possible. It's a league that I run on the Blood Bowl 3 side with a couple of other co-admins that help out. But we also run this back in Blood Bowl 2 and Blood Bowl 1. I believe there is still an active Blood Bowl 2 side too, for those that want to play Blood Bowl 2. But we do a recap stream every Sunday around this time, where we recap the previous week and the results and do predictions, and we'll have guest coaches come in and talk about their matches if it's a particularly exciting or close match, things like that. And then we have a lot of fun with it. There's a lot of cool extra things that we do in this league to make it a very unique experience and a fun experience in a private.
I'd say that one of the selling points of the league is the fact that although it's like an era system, so like there's every 3 seasons, everyone resets back to a new team.
Yep.
Except you're allowed to carry over 3 free agents from your team, so you get to like have the continuation evolving thing of having star players that get really big, like in any other progression league, without having like teams getting to ridiculous sizes.
It's sort of a redraft basically in its own way, but just we do it in a little bit different way. But yeah, you're basically starting with a new fresh team every 3 seasons, but they're extra long seasons, so you get plenty of play each season. 14 weeks in the regular season and then the playoffs. So,
but also because there are free agents that people are taking across from their own teams. There's also, when you're a new team and you join, you start by being able to, to hire free agents as well. So you end up not being left behind. You get three good players to start your new team with when you join the league. It's great. Yep. I really like it. I think I've played a lot of leagues. I do like the format basically.
Yep. So it's a very fun and interesting league. Yep. Thank you, Ethel, for posting that. There's the Discord if you'd like to go check it out.
I think that link works.
And there's a category within that Discord for everything Blood Bowl 3, so that's where you'd want to go if you're looking for the Blood Bowl 3 side. But yeah, it's a very fun and exciting league, very unique, and it's also a league that allows for North American players and European players. And if we were to get enough coaches wanting to get in, we have a New Zealand league as well to get all the Australian, New Zealand players. So we do have a setup for that if we have the interest.
Antipode league for the Antipodeans.
Yeah. And the only time that you would match up or play players that aren't in your immediate time zone area would be in the playoffs. Regular season, you're only playing, if you're a European coach, you're only playing European coaches. Australia or South Pacific, if you're in that, you'd only be playing South Pacific coaches until you get to the playoffs.
I don't think I'll be playing anyone else out of my time zone this season.
So anyway, that is a quick recap of what our league is about and kind of what we do. And this is what this stream is. Every Sunday we do this and have fun with it. So we just finished up the recap for the AFC. We will now go ahead and do the recap for the NFC. So let's switch over to that real quick.
Yeah.
For week 8, Colin wins against Sander 1-0. So the Amazons get the win there. The Nurgle from Chet Sweezy get the 2-1 win over Loop and his Vampires. Kay the Sloth loses to Vort and the Khorn 1-0. So the Khorn win that one. Laz's Humans take the 2-1 win over Houndot's Rats. Anders, with his Chaos Chosen, gets the 1-0 win over Harkalian. And the 1-1 draw with Weljamir's Underworld and Flute the Cat's Orcs. So those will be counted in the predictions. Week 9, again, we're not counting in predictions. And we still have 2 matches yet to play in this one. Actually, the last Flute the Cat just got done playing. Let's refresh here and see if that is updating yet. No. But anyway, the matches that have played in match 9, Sanders, Undead get the 2-0 win over the Vampires of Loop. Colin's Amazons get the 2-0 win over Vort. Chet and Houndot still to play. That is Nurgle against Skaven. Anders gets another win, 1-0 over Kay the Sloth.
And another win that none of us predicted. So we all bet against him that week and this week.
So Anders starting to finally get steam. You start rolling downhill here with a few wins in a row. Weljamir down here at the bottom with the Underworld take the 3-1 win over Hark. And then for the Laz and Flute the Cat game, that was a 1-1 draw with the Humans and the Orcs of Flute.
And I still haven't replaced...
Sorry, those aren't Humans. Those are Dark Elves. I keep thinking Laz is playing Humans because that's what he always plays. But he's actually playing Dark Elves this era.
Cool.
So... Sorry, what was you getting ready to say there, Khornight?
I was going to say I still haven't replaced Oliver Bug on the spreadsheet with Flute. I'll do that.
Okay.
One day, maybe before the end of the season, maybe after.
Nice. About the time we start up for season 2. Actually, we're gonna have to figure out what we're doing for next season.
But take from them.
I mean, because of the reset.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rules reset.
Yeah.
Cheers to the follow.
Dogla Pro, thanks for the follow and welcome in. All right.
Dogla lives halfway between me and Ethel.
Oh, nice. So he's pretty much right in the middle then.
Yeah.
Swindon
on the south side anyway. The south
side
of the continent.
Somewhere. Yeah.
All right.
As you might be able to tell from the brew, he's got a bit of a South African.
Nice.
Never Swindon.
For the WFC.
Somewhere around there, though, right?
Yeah. Let's move on along here. We know we're going to have quite a bit to do. So, WFC Week 8. Detox's Amazons take the 1-0 win over Tim Dog. Agent Murloc's Nurgle with the 2-1 win over Rushed and his Goblins.
Ah, boo.
Yeah, the Gobs have had a rough couple of weeks, if I remember correctly.
Letting in 2 touchdowns as well. That's their worst week so far.
Yeah, that's his worst week as far as defensively. Yeah. Scully gets the 3-0 win with his Necro over Sophiana. Uldrig's Vamps take the win 2-1 over Kurto in the Underworld. Myself and Bob's Orcs tied 0-0. I don't remember a whole lot about that game. I just don't remember a whole lot about the game. I'd have to go watch the video again and to refresh
too
my
long
memory.
ago.
But yeah, I'm sure.
You'll be happy to hear that I'm the only person who didn't vote for you, and I went for the draw. So
yeah, I do remember you were the only one that went for the draw. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So draw's fine. At least it wasn't a loss, and I'm pretty sure I survived that. So, I do remember after that game, I had enough money, and I fired my Mighty Blow guard Yeti, released him back into the free agent pool, and I signed a new Yeti free agent with block. So that was nice. I finally got rid of that cursed Yeti that could not survive or do anything right.
Wasn't that before this game? Maybe the...
No, that was before my Week 9 game. I had the new block Yeti for Week 9 game, which I'll talk about here in a bit.
Cool.
And then the last match was Duke Lamorne and Code Goon get the 1-1 draw. The Code Goon is Rats, and Duke is... I don't remember. Duke is the Humans, okay. So Humans and Rats with the 1-1 draw there. And then this week, the current week, Week 9, Scully and Bob still to play. I believe they're playing potentially...
Wait. Sorry, did I miss the Code Goon versus Duke result?
It was a draw. 1-1 draw.
For the draw.
Yep.
Cool.
All right, so Week 9, Detox's Amazons take down the Goblins 2-0. So back-to-back bad weeks, rough weeks for Rushed. He's been on a really good run with those Goblins, but it looks like they're finally slowing down a little bit. The next one is Tim Dog and his Corn take the 2-0 win over Sophiana. Agent Murloc and the Nurgle take down the 2-0 win over the Underworld of Kurto. Uldreg's Vamps with the 2-1 win over Code Goon and the Rats. And then Duke's Humans and my Norse, I take the win there 2-1. My new block Yeti, way better than my cursed Yeti that I just released.
Who'd have thought it? Block's a good skill.
Yeah, he didn't fail anything. He had a couple wild animals or whatever, Unchanneled Fury, whatever it's called now. He had a couple of those, but they weren't in spots that were detrimental. It didn't really hurt me that bad. All of his blocks were solid blocks. He broke a couple of people, but didn't break several. So about what you'd expect from the Yeti.
Any SPP?
I think he did actually get a little bit of SPP. Maybe one casualty. The rest of my team, it was a really fun game. The first half, Duke did very, very well with his defense. He was able to get the ball away and score around turn 13. No, he did not get any SPP. The Yeti did not. But anyway, Duke was able to get the ball away and score quickly on like turn 3. I was driving to try to tie it up 1-1 going into half. I did get a few removals, which was helping. But he was able to make some rolls and get the ball out again and stop me from scoring. So he went into halftime up 1-0. And he also had 100K in inducements, and he induced Josef Bugman. Josef did help him on 2 KO rows. He had a lot of KO rows, and 2 of them were ones. And when he got to do the re-roll, they actually passed the roll and came back. So Bugman definitely came in handy there. And then when he scored on turn 3 and had to set up for the next line of scrimmage hits, he was short players. He went ahead and chose to field Bugman then instead of waiting until his offensive half. And he stated in Discord the reason why he decided to do that was he was afraid of the snowball with removals, and he wanted to try to have as many players in and just go as hard as he could on defense first. Which made sense. And while Bugman was on the pitch, he did do some good things for him and helped him out with that extra body. So,
I mean, like he's a pretty good 100K star player anyway, right? Like,
yeah.
What is he, wrestle and tackle?
Yeah, wrestle, tackle, and strength 3 and armor 10 plus, I believe.
Yeah, it's like not like a dwarf blitzer, but with wrestle and tackle, basically.
And even after you use him, so he used him that second drive, and then he didn't get him for the rest of the game. He still gets his passive help on the KO rolls, right? Yeah. So it's really, for 100K, that's an amazing inducement. I love Bugman. I think he's a great. I would rather have him than two kegs. The majority.
I think it
of the
depends
time.
on the team. But
the majority of the time, So anyway, start of the second half was his offensive half. He was down players at that point. I think he had 8 or 9, and I still had 11. I was able to get pressure on him pretty quick. Oh, it was a turn 9 blitz. That's what it was, and he chose to set up to not account for the blitz. And of course, the ball went to the side that he did not set up on, so it was wide open. And I was able to get a blitz hit off and then surround the ball, and I caught the ball with my Valkyrie on the landing. So I was able to score fairly quick and tie it up 1-1. And then the last 3 or 4 turns, I was able to get the ball out again and score on turn 16 to win 2-0. Oh, and I think, if I remember right, I scored on an Ulf to win it.
Did you murder his team in the process of doing this, by any chance?
I definitely had some casualties. I don't remember actually. Actually, I did kill somebody, but I don't remember what it was. But anyway, I did have several casualties.
Yeah, exactly, Weljamir. That's my experience of any injury starts involving KOs, or if you get Bugman or kegs, then you're just getting casualties. If you get Appos, you're only getting KOs.
Did you lose a beer ball as well, Spider?
No. He got badly hurt.
You've only got one?
Yeah, I dropped my second one. I've been only carrying one since like week 3 or 4, I think.
Fair enough.
And we had another follow there. Thank you, Nubero Uno, for the follow, and welcome in. So I definitely had some casualties. I had a lot of KOs too. I think I had 4 or 5 KOs in the first, and he got them all back. One of those was the one that he re-rolled and got back, and then I had maybe 2 or 3 more KOs in the second that he got all back, including the second one that rolled a 1 and got the re-roll. So he kept getting his players back to give him shots and chances, and he like I said, he played a really solid, good first half of defense. I mean, I didn't really see a whole lot wrong that he did with his play. He was really good and solid.
Except not setting up to protect against the blitz.
Yeah, well, that was the start of the second half on his offensive half, and I remember him saying something about he knew he was leaving that open, but he was taking a chance and setting up on one side because he was going to push up the side and try to go 2-0, up 2-0 as quick as possible.
Yeah,
and it just happened.
And again, typically they get the blitz, and typically the ball goes right where you don't want it.
Exactly where you don't want it. Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. It worked out perfect for me and not perfect for him. I don't think I leveled any. 2 games ago, I did the random trying to get sneaky get on this lineman and got dodge, which was pretty nice. So it's 20K dodge there. I didn't level anybody else. Everybody else is still where they were. So I am missing one of my berserkers for the next game. It was just an M&G though, I think. No, it was a niggle. He took a niggle.
Yeah, no, fine. As Anders says, let's go.
Yep, moving on. That is it for the WFC. So let's get into the LFC real quick. For week 8, the Vampires and Itchin pulled the 1-1 draw, the rare 1-1 draw for Vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Galentio's Lizards and Vala's Dark Elves pulled a 1-1 draw.
Ooh.
Yep. So that puts Galentio and I on the exact same record now, at the top of the league. Ethel and his Norse get the 3-0 win over Dracnian. Ethel, if you remember anything about that or want to talk on it.
I do. All I remember is that my dice were amazing for injuries, and I just deleted his team basically, and then he kind of gave up. And I scored turn 7, maybe turn 6, and then I didn't get a blitz. But no, I think I did get a blitz, and again I recovered the ball and got it over for 2-0 up at half time, and then I received, and then I just sat on the ball and tried to kill all his team. Loads of fouls, but nothing happening on that, and 3-0.
Nice.
So it was nice.
Good recovery game for you there, because you had been on a couple games bad luck streak there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all it was. Bad luck.
Anders, Chankus is a Londoner, and he plays in my local tabletop league as well, by the way. But
Chankus he is London, but he plays a lot of US leagues.
Because he's retired, so basically he basically doesn't mind staying up until 3 a.m.
Yep. Yeah, Chankus has been in another league that I run, Goblin, for many, many, many years, since probably.
He's great. He's a great guy as well.
I've chatted with him a couple times. He's really, really cool dude.
I'm surprised his accent doesn't give you problems. But
it did the first time I talked to him. But once I got used to it, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, he's from Newcastle originally, so it's quite a strong accent.
Yeah. All right, next one. Minkernator in the Orcs take the 2-0 win over Mr. Plasmin. Loki gets the 2-1 win over Khornight. Khornight, anything you remember on that one?
I hate playing dwarfs. God damn them. I think I could have secured the draw pretty easily if I'd have really wanted to. But I removed a couple of dwarfs and I got overexcited and thought, I'll push for the win, and obviously failed to do that and just lost instead. It was annoying. But nothing of my team died, and I'm still doing pretty well in my division, so I'm not crying about it. I quite enjoy chatting to Loki as well.
Nice. All right, the last game in week 8 was the Nurgle from Matt's, and he gets the 2-1 win over the Pro Elves of Darkwing. So that is match day 8. Now, the current match day 9, we've got Vala and the Dark Elves take the 2-0 win over Itchen.
Yeah, they just won today as well.
Yep, that was earlier today.
Yep.
RTSD's Vampires get the 2-0 win over Ethel's Norse. Ethel, what do you remember on that one?
It was a mistake, really. I removed a few Vamps. I popped the ball free. I had to stand up my Valkyrie instead of recovering the ball with her because I needed 2 dice on 1 Vamp. And then instead of picking the ball up, I just left it between 2 linemen. And then I think he blitzed with the Varg, maybe. And in dignity, pushed Lord Borak, onto the ball. And then it bounced from 2 or 3 tackle zones into 1. And then he scampered in with a vampire and picked it back up and then got the score. And I was so cross with myself.
For not just picking the ball up. Yeah.
When you say you left the ball, as in you just didn't try to, or you failed something before you got round to
No, I had it ready to pick up, and then I just thought, no, I won't pick it up because I wanted to pick it up with Valkyrie. I just cleared because I got rid of the vamp that was marking her. So I thought next turn I'll pick up with her, but that meant I didn't pick it up with anyone, but left it in 2 tackle zones.
Thinking you'd be safe there.
Then he got a good. He pushed someone onto the ball, got a good bounce, and then that was it. I was kicking myself. So yeah, foolish. And then second half. Again, I think I went for it, trying to play risky, and he just got past the screen with his bloody vamps, and then got the ball again and scored. And that was it.
All right.
But he's a good coach, RTSD. He was good. Yeah. But it's a shame because I was so hopeful because I'd removed at least 4 or 5 of his players in the first half. But yeah, because I was stupid, didn't try and pick the ball up. With rerolls as well, I could add.
How was it going against the full 7 vampire build?
It was horrible.
Yeah,
it was horrible. The only good thing was I did remove quite a few, and his first block was a just a standard thrall without any
skills.
Without any skills, I don't think, and he killed my new guard berserker as well on his first block. So I was like, okay, but
So he
it should have
killed
been
your
a draw.
berserker?
Should have been a draw. Should have been a draw.
Oh yeah, you don't have a berserker at all, do you?
I don't have one at all.
Ugh.
But I'll be bidding on the bidding, so.
Okay. Well, don't forget the bidding ends tonight. So if you're bidding on one this week,
Right, I better do it. I'll do it after this.
Yep. Okay. The next match was Galentio's Lizards. He gets the 1-0 win over Minkernator and the Orcs. And then the Dwarves from Loki get the 2-1 win over Drachnian. The Pro Elves of Darkwing gets the 2-0 win over the Nurgle from Plasmid. And then the last match is the Nurgle of Mats and Khornight's Necro, which I believe you guys are planning on playing tomorrow.
Yeah, we're playing tomorrow. Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's the plan. Well, plan's a strong word for, oh shit, we haven't organised anything. Are you back today?
Yeah.
No, how about tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, we need a shout out from Mr. Plasmid as well, who's still got a perfect record, but won.
on the wrong side.
Yeah. He still has the 009 perfect record.
Yeah. There it is, 009.
The numbers of presenters in the show is to represent how many times the cup's been won by someone. So yeah. OFL is been won more often by EU, even though it's only been like 1 out of 4 or 1.
Well, and to be fair, this initial recap idea originated in the OCC, which is a strictly EU. Well, not strictly, but it's based in the EU, and most of the coaches that play in there are EU based. Yeah. I'm one of the few North American coaches that play there, and Ethelred and Khornight started this up many seasons ago for the OCC, and then Galentio and I both kind of joined in and kind of became permanent guest hosts whenever we could get on and do it.
And then we couldn't be able to do OCC anymore, and that's why they said,
yeah.
Or it might have even been my idea. I might have been the one that said, hey, let's do OFL instead of OCC.
Yeah, you may have been the first one to say it. I don't remember, but yeah, we talked about it amongst ourselves, and we decided to, and since we weren't doing the OCC anymore, to carry the format over here and do it for OFL, and we thought it would be more interesting and more fun here, but just because of how different the league is.
I think it was just that Ethel couldn't be able to stream anymore.
Yeah, well, that too.
Doing the
yeah,
OCC ones,
because he was doing the actual stream for the OCC. Yeah,
I was doing all the work basically as usual, and Khornight was just on my coattails as normal. But yeah, we found it. We found another sucker now in Spider who can do all the streaming,
to do all the actual the button pushing.
Yeah, all the grunt work.
Yeah.
So that's how we got into.
Although I've realised a big problem with having our faces on camera. I can't sneak off and grab a drink halfway through the stream anymore.
Well, I'm literally about to do that Khornight, actually.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Well, we need an intermission card for us all to run off the screen.
Yeah, you need to get a little mini fridge right next to your computer so you don't have to get up and walk away.
I mean,
That'd be good as well.
I could just go and bring the bottles in here. It doesn't need to be cold. I'm back in a second.
All right, yep. All right, while he is going to do that, we're going to go ahead and do a quick look at the updated standings with everybody that has played. We know Mammutus and Squirm in the AFC are playing, so before I do that real quick, let's pop their game open real quick and see exactly where they're at. They're probably getting close to about halftime. Yeah, turn 7. And it looks like it's still 0-0. Looks like we got a KO'd Amazon player and a casualtied White Blitzer. Ooh. Just a badly hurt. Or seriously hurt, sorry. So that'd be a miss next game on that with White. And he's got a mummy off the pitch, too.
Mummy off, right?
Yeah.
Must have been Sir.
Yeah, he must have got knocked out. But it looks like the Undead are going to be scoring here. Looks like Khornight's back. Okay, we'll go ahead and pop this back out here.
I didn't even mute myself. There might have been the sounds of liquids pouring a second ago.
There was sounds of crying and bottles being knocked over.
Let's put this
I'm expecting that to happen in about two or three more drinks time, actually. But
here is our our updated standings as we stand currently in the AFC. We got 3 different divisions. So everyone that's new, we'll kind of re-explain this a little bit for those that aren't aware of how the league works. We've got 4 current conferences. We've got the AFC, the NFC, the WFC, and the LFC. Within each conference, there are 12 teams, and each team is an individually unique race. So you can't have doubled up races in a conference. And then within that conference, there are 3 divisions with 4 teams each. So the way the regular season works is you play everybody in your conference one time. That's the first 11 weeks of the season. And then for the last 3 weeks of the regular season, you play the 3 opponents in your division a second time. So you get 2 games against everybody in your division, 1 against everybody in the conference. And you can notice that the AFC, and once you see the NFC, WCA, and LFC, we've named them appropriately themed for the Blood Bowl universe. So the AFC is the Altdorf Football Conference. And in that, in the AFC North, Calderac's Necro are in the lead.
Although no one can see Altdorf because Ethelred's face is in the way.
Yeah. Let me...
It says Outdoor Football Conference. So
let me... pop this down just a little bit. There we go. Now they can see it.
Perfect.
Cool.
All right, so in the AFC North division, Calderac has a very commanding lead. We also use a different point system in this league. A win is 1 point, a draw is a half a point, and a loss is nothing. So Calderac has the commanding lead here with 7.5 points, 3 points ahead of Vivo's Orcs and Lloyd's Dark Elves, who are tied for second.
Wait, Galencio, are you saying you look significantly younger enough, as in you don't have a big bushy beard and
he's got a big bushy beard and he's bald and he wears glasses.
Well, right? Yeah.
Is Galentio bald with glasses?
Yep.
So he definitely fits right in with us then.
Although he has less grey than you two.
Actually, I should... I got this tickle in my throat that just won't go away. Sorry, guys.
Nice.
No worries. So Khornight, about this, I just like this. This is the format really that makes this league different, isn't it? That we do split into NFL type divisions.
The playing your own division makes twice. I actually don't like it. Sorry, that is not the selling point for me. The organizational playing your division. I like because if you're unlucky and you get a division where in my first or second season of OFL there was me, Itchin, RTSD and someone else were all in the same division.
So it
was the division of death. Which it was my first season in OFL, so there's no way for anyone organising it to know anything about me to think that I wasn't just some noob who was going to be at the bottom of the division, right? But you can be unlucky and have to play better coaches more than once with this system.
And the way
I don't dislike it. I think it's cool that it's fluffy and it does follow the NFL, right? I think it's cool. But I also see see a slight issue with it. For me, it's the free agents and the fact that that everyone kind of has an equal team every season, which I think is and every era, which I think is really the massive selling point for me. Like, even having a league that can be both perpetual and allow new people to come in it halfway through and still feel like they're equal is like, I think that's really hard to do. And I've not seen very many other leagues where it does feel like that, right?
And we also have, to go along with that, we also have parameters in place for if you come in at the start of season 2 or season 3, or if you decide to start a new team in season 2 or 3 because you didn't like the way your team in season 1 went. Not only do you start with the ability to start with up to 3 free agents, but you'll have a certain amount of other rookie players that will be randomly drawn and given a certain amount of SPP, so that you can take 1 or 2 skills on those players. So that way you're not coming in, say you come in the start of season 2, all the teams that played in season 1 are going to have multiple skilled players up and down their roster.
Yeah.
That way you're not.
Can you name another league where when you join you feel like you're equal to even the teams that have been there the longest? And I don't think you can. And
the point of what we've done and set up, and we've had many seasons now tested with this, and the new teams coming in aren't going to be exactly equal to the existing teams, but they're going to be very close, and they're going to be close enough that they can be competitive, game in and game out. So instead of coming in with just 1 or 2 skilled players and then a bunch of rookies, where they're really not going to be that competitive.
Oh, actually, we haven't even mentioned the fact that there's a draft at the beginning of the season. So
yeah, the draft is what really makes this league one of its own.
That's also very good, and I do agree. I really enjoy that. Having to jockey for position so that you're getting the race you want if you want to race, and being able to sell off your position to draft later if you don't care, I think is actually a lot of fun.
To kind of go off of that as well, I had a coach that's in the league that's a new coach this season to the OFL and had never done this format before. They haven't had a very good first season, and they were a little down in the dumps on it. They didn't know if they were going to play next season, so I let them know that we're going to be redoing everything again next season because we're resetting. And with doing that, which they didn't realize that, so that immediately perked them up. They're like, oh, okay, cool, because they thought they were going to have to continue playing the same team that's all beat up and beat to hell. And then I mentioned, plus we're going to be redoing the whole draft again, so now that you've kind of done it once and you've seen how it is, you've got a better idea and maybe can, strategize how you want to do your draft next time based off of that. And he's like, oh, yeah, definitely, that makes things a lot different, because now that I know how it works, I'll definitely, look at things differently and plan things differently.
It's actually not that complicated, but it feels very daunting when when you're used to just turning up to a league with a team and like building 1,000 TV team.
Yeah, exactly.
I did giggle a second ago because I just read Anders' comment about he loves the draft because he can waste everyone's time. Is he the one? Is he that one that just sits there for 10 hours?
Yeah, he's the one that sits until it's his time to
actually, Ethel, you can't talk. I'm pretty sure last draft or the draft before.
No, I think I was pretty quick.
Really? Well, I usually send my picks to Spider, so I don't need to be awake for them. But,
yeah, most people are pretty quick on it, but I mean there is an advantage to, or a strategy to, waiting, because you could particularly trade down and get more stuff out of it.
Actually, so one draft I did that where I traded down before my pick every hour or so.
Yeah. You kept trading down. I remember that. Yeah. But that's a viable strategy, because you can get more scout flags or draft cap, free agent cap by doing that. So there's definitely value in potentially doing that if that's what you choose to do. And you have that time is yours to use how you want. If you want to wait all the way through until the end, you can. And Anders likes to do it. Generally, he likes to do it just to mess with a few people, Uldrig specifically, because he really pisses Uldrig off that he does that. But
does he also spend his entire time bank in game thinking about his turns?
No, he doesn't do that. At least not generally, anyway. But one other thing I wanted to mention, because Khornight had originally touched on this, when we do the divisions out, we try to even that out as much as we can with the knowledge that we have, the admins, so that we don't have 3 killer coaches in the same division if possible. But it's also dependent on race. It's very race dependent because, like I said, you have unique races in each conference. So, for instance, I know I had four necro coaches, right? I had the LFC necro coach, which is a European coach, and then I had 3 other necro coaches for the North American side. So one of each of those coaches went into the AFC, the NFC, the LFC, or WFC. So those are easy to kind of pan out, right? And
well, they're almost forced. You don't have a choice, right? That's even.
Yeah, but what we do is, so I randomize. I use a random roller to randomize which necro team went into which conference, right? And then we did that for all the different races and teams until we got all the conferences figured out with which teams were going to be in there. Once we knew that, then the next thing that we take into account is we don't want to double up heavy claw palm teams. Well, it used to be claw palm, still claw heavy. So in an instance, for instance, we wouldn't have Nurgle, Chaos Renegades, and Chaos Chosen all in the same division, right? We don't want to have all Chaos teams or all Claw Access teams in the same division.
Just because if you have the 3 of them in one division, then the 4th team is dwarfs, and the dwarfs are going to cry about getting killed every game.
Well, we want to try
6 games out of their season.
We wanted to originally. This was all set up back in Blood Bowl 1 and Blood Bowl 2, where claw palm was a big issue, and that was a big thing, right? We wanted to try to keep them split up as best we could, and we just kind of kept that. So now you'll see, for instance, in this AFC North, Chaos Chosen and Necro, there's claw access teams on both, but the Necro only have 2 pieces that have claw, right? They're not a predominantly claw access team like Chosen is. So that's one thing that we take into account. And then after that, we start taking into account the coaches and what we know about that coach's skill level. And we also take in other race aspects into account. Like we wouldn't have a orc team, for instance, and then 3 elf teams. We're not going to do that. We're going to try to put an elf team or a more squishy team, at least 1 in each division, if possible, and then try to get hybrid teams, have 1 or 2 in each division, and then 1 heavy hitting team in each division. That way it kind of gives a nice mix and match as best we can. Now, obviously, there's going to be instances where we can't fully follow those guidelines, but that's kind of what we try to do. So what I do is I random everything out first, then I kind of do a little bit of movement as I can. I share all that with the other admins. We kind of look at everything. We judge based on the coaches, that skill level that we know. We'll move a few around here and there as needed and if needed until we get to a final setup of how we like it. Yeah. So we try to take into to consideration coach skill, but again, sometimes there's not much we can do about it. We're kind of.
But anyway, as I was saying, like I don't think it's a bad thing, but I do think not playing the same teams in your division twice would make organising the league a lot easier, right? Like I love the fluff, I love the fact that it exists, but I wouldn't put it as a selling point for the league as much as the building of team and the pre-season draft bits, which are fun.
Yeah. Now, we did talk about, and we may do this potentially in the next draft. It's something we'll discuss again, but we did talk about what I can't remember exactly what it was now. But anyway, what it was going to do if we institute this new thing, what it was going to do was it was going to make it so that the draft wouldn't be split out between North American and EU. Like the EU coaches would have to actually pay more attention to the rest of the draft.
Yeah,
it was something with race limits, and I don't remember exactly what it was.
No dwarves, wasn't that it?
I mean, but basically, you're saying shared race limits.
Yeah, it was something like that. I'd have to go back and look at all my notes on it. But we thought about doing it this season. But the only reason we really didn't progress further on those discussions was because we were adding the free agents back in, and we had a lot of other stuff going on, and we didn't want to overkill everything and overload everybody with it. With all the new stuff coming in back.
Yeah.
So that is something that will be discussed for future seasons or eras and potentially added in. So
I mean, I guess there you get every race probably, wouldn't you? If you put it across all the teams.
Yeah, I mean, well, it would definitely make it more strategic because right now on the EU side, you're only fighting against 11 other coaches for a race.
Yeah,
right?
It does make the draft a bit weird because you're like,
exactly.
Well, I'm 26 pick overall, but I'm the second EU team, so I know that I can trade.
Yeah, I don't have to worry too much.
Yeah,
although that can be fun in the draft where you go, look, I don't care about my position because I can trade down 10 places and still be in the same position.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was lowering the race limits, so instead of having one per conference, which gave us 4, it would be 3. So if the 3 U.S. coaches all took Necro right off the bat, then EU wouldn't be able to have a Necro.
Yeah,
it was something along those lines, but I don't remember the exact specifics.
That would work. It's not like there's going to be more races.
Yeah, and that was the other reason we were thinking about it, because of more races are available now.
Are we already at 24? I can't remember what Blood Bowl.
Yeah, 24 or 25, something like that.
And there's going to be 2 more in April, right? So
yeah, 2 more, and then we're not far from being to the end of them. There's only a few more left after the 2 that come out in April.
Well, there's like 3, which is another
year.
In which time GW will release another 3, and also High Elves are coming out soon as well, right? So
yeah, we'll have High Elves left. We'll have Gnomes. We'll have Ogres.
I thought didn't GW say they were going to release High Elves at the same time as the box or something, but they haven't yet, have they? Now I just realised. I'm sure there was something about them. They actually announced High Elves, didn't they?
I don't know if they have or not, to be honest.
Well, High Elves are definitely next, and I thought they were being released fairly close to the box set. Definitely before April.
Snotlings.
Yeah, the ones that are
Snotlings and Ogres.
The ones that are released now that still aren't in the game are Snotlings, Ogres, and Gnomes.
Yeah. I think. I know it's only rumours, but I think we can expect other Chaos races as well, won't we? Like Zinch and Slanesh, maybe.
I don't know.
It's possible. I mean, it's hard to say what GW is going to do now after rewriting some of the rules and doing a new version.
I've not been to tabletop with the people who usually leak interesting information for a long time, so I've got no idea. But High Elves is definitely coming. Like High Elves is 100% the next GW team. But after that,
all right.
I have a feeling that someone said they didn't like the idea of doing more Chaos racing, but I might be misremembering that.
We could always get the 3-die block race that they created that's on Fumble with the apes.
Oh yes, well,
Simeon.
The Simians who are NAF approved as well, right? They were an official NAF team at some period.
I played with them quite a bit on Fumble right when they first released, and they're interesting. They're definitely
they're
fun to play. Yeah. So maybe
loads of extra arms and wrestle, right?
Lots of extra arms and wrestle. Yeah, because they could basically use their feet as arms or hands, and their legs as arms. Yeah.
High Elves are 100% the next team. And there's literally no way it's not. Like, High Elves were going to be like one of the teams they released.
I'm excited for the Warhammer release because I'm finally going to get my Khemri. I still refuse to call them the other name.
Except when you forget and accidentally call them
the name that will not be mentioned.
Tomb Kings.
Hey, Galentio. Anyway, let's go ahead and finish up the standings review here. We kind of got sidetracked there, but it was a good thing to explain how the league works for all the new viewers that are in watching. Maybe that'll help us get a little bit of an influx with more EU-based coaches.
I mean, Cathay, GW really want Cathay stuff because of the China market, right? They've pushed Cathay on Total War, so why wouldn't they push it on Blood Bowl? And that shit sold,
Yeah. Wave
Okay,
2
what's the next
Cathay
conference?
tabletop. All right.
We've done all of the conferences now. We're looking at the future, right? So match day 10.
Well, we're
going
going
through
to
the
finish the
league-
standings here real
league,
quick.
aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh,
Standings.
standings and then match day 10. Yeah.
So AFC Central, Squirm is in the lead there by a half a game, and then a game above Mamoutas in third. So that's a very close division race there, which is nice. And then in the south, Walshy with the Lizards are tied with Elaricia's Vamps for first. Oh, that's a three-way tie.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh yeah. AFC Central's really close.
Yeah.
There's a game between them. Oh no, AFC South. They've all got the same score.
Yep. And not only that, only a game and a half behind are the Underworld, which is pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
There for the Underworld, nice. And the way the playoffs here work for the new viewers is the division winner will automatically make the playoffs, and then wild cards.
At the end of the divisions, you've got a table with who would qualify anyway, right? So why don't we?
Yeah, we'll get to that. I was just
Yeah.
real quick, just so everybody understands why we're talking about winning the division is a big thing, because each division winner will qualify for the playoffs, and then some wild cards will come in as well. So
Yeah.
all right, so NFC. In the NFC North, we've got Laz with a half-game lead over the Nurgle and Chet. And then a 1.5 behind second is the Rats of Houndot, and then Flute with mounting a serious comeback charge, as he just took over from the original Orc team that was in this position to start the season.
Yeah.
So he's trying to make a charge and get back in it.
Is he actually 100% since he took over that Orc team?
I think he lost one.
Okay, so he's 2-1.
He drew. He's a win and 2 draws, I think. No.
Okay.
The original coach had a draw, so I think he's a win and a draw since he came in.
Okay, fine.
But something like that. Anyway.
Yeah.
The Central, NFC Central.
Oh, there's Flute. Flute is in fact in chat.
Ah, nice. No losses. 1 win and 2 draws. Okay, so it was 1 win and 2 draws.
Nice.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, mounting the charge to try to get back into the division race there, or maybe even slide into a potential wild card spot. Still has a few weeks left to potentially do that.
I mean, the fact that there's 2 games against your division mates is obviously,
it helps a lot. Yeah,
it's amazing for Flute, because if he wins those 3 games, that's basically that's 6 point swing right there.
Yep. 1.5
goes up
on
3
each
and they'll
side.
lose.
Yep. Or three for him, and each one of them would lose 1 point. Yep. So yeah. It'd be interesting to watch this run.
Of course, it was the dice, Anders. I'm sure it was just the dice.
It's always just the dice.
NFC Central, we've got Hark in the lead. 1 point behind him, tied for second, is Loop's Vamps and Vort's Corn. And then down towards the bottom is Kay the Sloth's Chaos Renegade. In the NFC South, we got the Amazons of Colon with 7.5 points. Very good start to the season for the Amazons at 7-1-1. Behind
Shocking
him,
to think that Amazons would be good at low TV. Who'd have ever guessed that?
Yeah, exactly. 1.5 points behind him is the Underworld of Weljamir. And then 1.5 point behind Weljamir is a tie for third between Anders and the Chosen and Sanders Undead. So that's the NFC.
I was going to say that in the AFC there was a 3.5 team in 4th place, but actually the NFC South might be the
closest right now.
The highest. Yeah.
Not much in it.
WFC in the up. Also for the theme. The thematic view, the NFC is the Nagaroth Football Conference. The WFC is the WOG Football Conference, which is following the Orc theme. So, because Orcs are typically stupid, we went with up, middle, and down instead of north, central, and south, because they don't understand north, central, and south.
Just because they have different words for things doesn't mean that they're stupid.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just
that's
the
true.
Orky way.
That's true. It is the Orky way, exactly. So in the WFC up, we have Uldrig's Vamps in the lead. 1 point behind him is Bob's Orcs. And then 2 points behind Bob is the Goblins of Rushed, and then the Necro of Scully. So those last 2 weeks have really slowed the Goblins down. They were 2-3-2 before those 2 losses, back-to-back losses. So, in the WFC Central, we've got Detox's Amazons at 6.5. Again, who would have thunk Amazons would be good at low TV? So at 6.5 points there for Detox. Duke's Humans, 1 game or 1 point behind that. The Nurgle from Agent Murloc are 2 points behind Duke in second, and then Kurtel's Underworld sitting at the bottom.
Wait.
He is
How many stunty teams are there? Are there more stunty teams than Rush?
It depends
There's no halflings, right?
No, there's no
there's...
halflings, yeah, and no other
Oh,
goblins.
there are 2 goblins.
Oh, yeah, there is a second goblin, you're right.
Yeah.
And even though you don't necessarily count Underworld as stunty, I mean, I kind of put him in that frame.
Personally, I think if you're going to have a stunty award, you have to allow Underworld, but only if the Underworld don't take any rat. And you allow lizards, but only if lizards don't take any Saurus.
Yeah.
So that way people
like
can
that,
compete for the stunty if they want.
But Kurto, it is to be known or said that Kurto does have a draw, so he is a little bit better than where Plasmid is currently at 0-0-9. So, and then in the WFC down, we've got my Norse in first at 7-1-1, with Tim Dog 3 points behind with his Khorn. And then the Skaven are 0.5 point behind Tim Dog, and then Sophiana's Renegades at the bottom with 2.5 points.
Having had a bit of a mare in the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
And Sophiana said earlier they were he was feeling a little bit down about his team.
Having a down couple of weeks for the Renegades, probably
the crazy stupid rat ogre.
Yeah.
Only playmaker in the team.
I was going to say that probably the down part of the last couple of weeks probably started with his game against me, where I was able to pull it out there at the end. But yeah. The LFC is the Lothern Football Conference. And in the north, we have guest host Khornight with his Necro in the lead. Just barely. A 0.5 point behind him are the Orcs of Minkernator. And then a point behind Khornight is Itchin's Renegades. And then the Darkwing's Elves are 2 points behind. So this is a fairly tight division race here.
Yep.
And probably even tighter race than that is the Central, with Vala's Dark Elves in first with a tie with the Dwarves of Loki. So they're both in first, and then only a 0.5 point behind them are Matt's Nurgle. Matt's still to play this week, so he could potentially take the lead. And then 2 points behind the current first place teams is Ethel's Norse.
Plenty of time.
Yep, still got plenty of time, especially with 3 division games coming up.
and as everyone's better than Ethel, I wouldn't use that as your yardstick.
Sorry.
Galentio is leading the LFC South. 1 point behind him are the Vampires of RTSD. Dracnian's Chaos Chosen down towards the bottom with 1 point, and then Mr. Plasmid, as we mentioned early, it still has a perfect season going on the opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah, perfect loss ratio.
Yep. No wins, no draws.
So if you want to say the only luck they seem to have is big guys activating, but for a Renegade coach, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
pretty much perfect. I don't know how you can have complaints if your
big guys are always activating. Yeah, you can't ask for much more than that, right?
Winning.
All right, so
unless they're always activating and then double sculling or failing.
Yeah, turning over after activating. All right, so let me move this. Let me move this guy back up here. Bam, perfect. All right, so now that that's done, we will do the look into the upcoming matches, and we'll do our predictions. for week 10. So let me pull this guy back up here. There we go. We'll start with the AFC, and we'll try to make this quick. So we're going to do this a little bit differently. Whoever is going to be picking first will do the discussion on that matchup.
And we'll do it in the way we were doing it before, right? So you first, then me,
then you, then
Ethel.
Yep.
So Ethel, have a look at Doc Oz versus Squirm, because that's the game you're going to, bearing, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So for the first matchup, which would be mine, is Vivo's Orcs against Kalis Real's Underworld. We'll just do a really quick look at those teams. The Underworld from Kalis Real looks like he's missing a couple of players, a Gabo and a Snotling. So not much there to worry about. That will put him at an 11-man roster. And you can see what he's got here. Really not a whole lot of skills going yet. So yeah, he's going to have potentially a tough one. He does have a decent-looking Rat Ogre here, though. Well, at least he's got tackle on him, I guess. Shouldn't say decent. It's only a 1-skill Rat Ogre. But he's at 11K with 970, so he'll be getting some inducements. Vivo, I'm sure, is a...
Yeah. What were the two? We saw a Rat Ogre off where they both had every skill under the...
Yeah.
This team does not compare.
Vivo looks like he's sitting around 1510 in the Underworld. We're at 970, so yeah, we're looking at over 400K in inducements. Vivo does have a full 12-man roster, so it'd be, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it'd be 540 in inducements, I believe.
Holy. No, yeah. Okay, as Underworld, yeah.
As Underworld, that'd be nice for him. So he'll have a lot of inducements to spend. But here's the look at the Orcs. All 4 biggins got block, a couple of guard guys in there as well. He finally got his troll that he's been waiting on all season to pop up in the free agent pool, and he was able to outbid Minkinator on that. So he's got a block guard troll.
I saw that was Minkinator didn't actually have the money to outbid him. They actually went up to the maximum amount.
Yep, he ran out of money. They were up to 250 on the bid for that troll. So they paid 75K more, not counting the income tax too, the free agent tax. Actually the free agent tax was part of that bid. So yeah. So the 75K was included the free agent tax. But anyway, so that's what we got. Orcs with a 12-man roster, giving 540K to the Underworld. I just don't think the Underworld, even with the amount of inducements that he's getting, is going to be able to do anything against those Orcs. Those are already starting to look like nasty Orcs. Block across the board.
Cool.
Several guard. So I'm going to go Vivo.
Yeah, you're missing out on one vital factor, which is the Orcs do not have any tackle.
They don't.
And I think that's great for the Underworld, right?
But block will work some wonders against the Dodgers too. So
yeah, I'm going to Kalis though. I think also with 500, he could get Morg.
Oh
and even Morg could, or was it Weljamir's talking about a bomber? Or there's so many different options. An extra Gusser runner, and a wizard. And I think this is the right amount of inducement for Underworld.
I still don't think they're going to be able to handle the Orcs, so I'm going to go Vivo on that one.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm going to go a draw because I think you're sounding like you're going to go Underworld, Khornight.
Yeah, that's what I've done. I've gone for the Underworld. Okay. So the next game up is Lloyd White's Humans against Manil's Dark Elves. Nurgle.
Nurgle.
Sorry.
Nurgle from Nile. Yep.
Damn it. And they're actually... Lloyd White is the Dark Elves.
Dark Elves, yep.
Manil is the Nurgle. Both very close, within a point of each other or half a point in the tables. Let's have a look at Manil's Nurgle first, I guess. Only 10 players, so 40K in terms of TV. Pretty solid, boring Nurgle team. Rotspawn, 4 bloaters, 2 of them with block and guard. All 4 pestigords, not with very much. extra arms and block. There was an old argument about whether you take sure hands or extra arms first. Is that a free agent, or you picked that?
Which one?
The accidental apostle.
No, nobody on Manial. Nobody on Manial
so
was free agents, I think, to start. I think he did pick one up though. Let me see here. Manial. Yeah, he picked up the Bloater Blobber Mall. Is a free agent. That's the only one.
Yeah, and Galentio did pick Vivo as well. So he's in the sheet in the purple box.
Who's the purple in the sheet?
Yeah. You can wiggle for us, Galentio, if you like. Move your purple around. But anyway, yeah. So pretty standard Nurgle team. Obviously, going to be the Festival's going to be the ball carrier. Two more SPP away from getting shorthand. Loop's test subject number 7 should be getting a level, I would argue. And either block or wrestle would be my choice. But maybe,
yeah. Yep. He should be getting one, you're right.
But yeah, so 10 players. And enough to buy something. You could actually buy 2 rotters and have a bench. I am a big fan of actually owning a bench. And then Lloyd White, Wilson says hi, the Dark Elf team. Well, a lot of Blodge, some Blodge Step, some Rodge, a runner.
With leader, so that gets his 3rd reroll.
Yeah, and missing a player, so giving away 10k of inducement, so not, no big deal. And an unskilled witch. Is that randoms general on the other lineman? An elite blitzer.
All the linemen are randoms, it looks like.
Yeah, and the elite blitzer is Toby is a random as well, I guess. I am not a fan. I would take dodge. Even if I was randoming on the blitzers, I'd take dodge first and then random.
Yeah.
But no player has SPP that can possibly defend. So maybe this is someone who just has that thing of like, oh my god, I can random something quick. I must press the button.
Yeah. Well, and it also could be that the other 3 leveled first, and he already went dodge on them, so he figured the last one he'll take his chance on the random.
Yeah. Personally, if I'm randoming on elves, I'm randoming in the strength tree, right? I want guard or jugs to blow.
Might blow
to be less expensive. Agility skills. There's some really maybe. Like, do you want a blitzer with sneaky git? Probably not. No. And Anders says, move your face down. It just means they can't see your TV, the TV or this.
Well, if we do that.
Or maybe put yourself up in the top middle.
Yep.
Between the two of us.
That's what I just did.
Ah, cool.
And then
there we go.
let me...
There we are. In order of beauty. From right to left, clearly. Anyway, looking at the teams, I'm going to go with Nurgle. Manil.
Okay.
Largely because I think he's a better coach. Actually, in terms of team matchup, Nurgle don't have any tackle, and it's a Logi team. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Maybe a draw is probably a better idea, but I'm going to go with Manil anyway.
Galentio goes with the Dark Elves.
Yeah. I'm also going to go with the Dark Elves for the reasons Galentio stated. To Blodge, sidestep there. I think they'll be all right.
And then just to be different, I'll go with the draw.
Yeah, I think the draw is actually pretty likely as well, right?
I think
if
so as well.
The coach skill and the blodging, balance out to being a draw is probably the most likely thing, right?
Yeah. I'm going to move this up here as well.
What? Just roll 6s. Who needs blodge? Exactly. Yeah. Just power the blodgers. Because blodge never works. Okay, Ethel, next game.
Yeah, sure. So we got 4th versus 7th. this time. So it's the Shambling Undead of Squirm versus the Orcs of, the Renegades of Dock Oz. So yeah, quick look at the Shambling Undead. It's still 4th versus 7th. There's only 5k difference as well between these two teams. The Undead have got a movement boosted mummy. That's quite nice. And a tackle blitzer. Only, I think, 2 ghouls I can see here.
No, it's
so
3.
Maybe 1 died. Is there 3?
Yeah. They're all next to each other. The ones with dodge.
Oh, I'm looking at Nuffle XYZ. That's why I can't see it.
Okay. Maybe 1 died and he's replaced it. Then yeah, you're right.
He's been bought. So 3 ghouls, one of which has got sure hands, which is quite nice, and block. So obviously the ball carrier. So yeah.
And the third ghoul's a rookie.
You said you liked the move up on the mummy. I don't like the move up. Like,
why don't you like it?
As a not like, so once you've got the SVP to do a stat, what are you hoping for? Only hoping for movement? Because you're not taking agility, right?
Yeah, and you're not taking passing. You're probably not taking a strength.
Yeah, strength is too expensive, right?
Yeah. So it's really just movement or armor.
Yeah, and I'd rather have defensive.
But it's his block mummy, so I mean that's like a Chaos Warrior, isn't it? Now?
And you could always you always save for the stat, and if you roll where it has to be the strength or the edge, then you take the double and take defensive.
Yeah, I mean,
I just like the I don't think the move is as good as the defensive, so I wouldn't want to save up the SVP. The problem isn't what you do when you've got to that SVP. The question is, do you really want to be saving up that much SVP?
Yeah, I agree with Galentio though. The move is really helpful when he's downed and you got to stand up and then move a square without having to do a rush.
A GFI, yeah.
So
rush.
I do agree on that side of it, and maybe this was a free agent, so maybe the free agent already came with some
he had it already.
SPP, right? Enough that he could save to get the stat up. With only getting a few Cas.
And I'm not arguing that move up is bad. I'm arguing that waiting for a stat up,
with the SPP,
if you get move up is not worth it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying for sure.
Yeah. It's not what I would have done.
Okay. So
Weljamir, I was thinking exactly the same, Weljamir.
I usually typically still say GFI. I just, for whatever reason, that time it was in my mind to say rush.
I've got myself into the habit of saying rush, even though everyone pretty much still says it. In my local TT, even the people who didn't play the old version still say GFI for quite a lot of cases.
I think it's just easy to say for a lot of people, isn't it? GFI.
Yeah. And I still say GFI pretty much all the time in my streams and recordings. So
it's like 3 syllables versus 2.
Yeah,
surely 2 is better.
For whatever reason, that time I had rush in my mind, so that's what I said.
I think GFI just sounds better than rush. I don't know what that is.
I kind of like GFI more, but rush is more self-explained. You can understand when a player says I'm rushing. But GFIing requires the knowledge of what GFI stands for.
What's funny is I find myself, and I do this all the time actually, at work in our Slack, which is kind of like Discord. My work Slack. If somebody, one of the developers...
You feel like you need to explain what Slack is. Sorry.
Well, some people might not know. But one of the other developers would be like, "Hey, do you guys care if I push out a build of the the service or the API or whatever?" Yeah. A lot of time, because people would be like, "Yeah, go ahead and do what you need to," or "Yeah, I'm good for it." I'll always say GFI, just expecting them to know what GFI means. and usually when I do that, at least one of them responds with GFI, question mark, what?
How's that?
What's going to happen one day is some new program's going to turn up and they're going to go, "Oh, go for it. Yeah, good idea."
So, anyway.
Okay, so that
and you're instantly going to know that they are a programmer who plays Blood Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that takes his TV up slightly to 1365. Is that right?
Wait, what? I know that the Renegades have 11 players.
Oh, the Renegades have got some extra teams as well.
Oh, we switched to the Renegades. Sorry. Okay.
Anyway, it's fine. Get 12. So Renegades 1285. That's fine. So look at the Renegades again. Not too much here, especially not at the top. So human thrower, a couple of block linemen, a couple of wrestle linemen. Dark Elf is blodged, which is quite nice. Block on the Skaven. Minotaur and the Ogre have got block as well, which is quite cool. The Troll's only got guard though, so he's a bit bad. The Roger though is missing for this one, and his armor bust as well, which I guess you'd still keep because he's still block guard, right? I don't think you get rid of him for armor bust. Still 9+.
No, I don't think so.
Not with those skills. I don't think I'd Apo him if he died, but I think I'd keep him in the time at the moment.
Minus AV, not minus movement. I thought you were going to say minus movement Roger for a second. Slower than a Roger. But,
and he's already at 8 SPP, so he could just wait until he tries to get a stat and get the armor back.
At least it's cheap. It is cheap armor.
It's a 10K to get that armor back. If we already have him block guard, it might be worth it.
So I mean, for me in this one, it's really whose Mighty Blow kicks off, right? And it's rarely the Renegades. So for that reason, I'm going to go. For that reason, I'll go for Undead.
And I know that Galentio is also going for them. So you're following on in.
Well, I didn't see that because I was looking at the team on the screen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm telling other people as well.
Yeah, I just.
Of course they can see.
I can't see. I can't see the Renegades being able to do that. I mean, could they pull the draw? I'm going to go for the draw.
See, I don't think the Renegade's going to win this.
Yeah, I don't either.
But I was going to go for the draw as well. I'm going to stick with the draw too. So, but no one is going to go for Doc Oz, which means Doc Oz is 100%.
He's going to win it 2-0 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely by miles.
Easily.
All right. Next matchup is Nick.
I mean, mummies are big guys as well, right? So the mummies do work, and the Renegade big guys don't work. Is the way it works.
Yeah.
So.
We got Nick and the Khorn going up against the Necro of Kal Drak for the next matchup. So we'll look at the Khorn first. They're in opposite ends of the table. Khorn down at the bottom with a 2-win and 7-loss record. The Necro up at the top with a 6-win and 3-draw record. No losses. So the Khorn look like this. 13 guys, but he's missing 2, so he'll have 11. 1380
and still giving away TV to the Necro, who are probably a better team, which is kind of, in fact, 165
is that what it
to
is?
The Necro. Yeah.
The
Khorn is so bad. It's so annoying, and they've made them worse in the new version as well. Sorry.
But the Khorn do have quite a bit of skills here. It looks like a lot of potential randoms, but they do have some skills, which is not quite as scary to see when you're playing as a Khorn team when they're all rookies. You're scared to death to do anything with that kind of a team. He does have a Blood Spawn who has 8. He could take a skill, but I imagine he's saving to get to 12 and get block.
Yeah, block.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4 Bloodseekers still split out across his roster. 1 Mighty Blow and block, 1 block, 1's a rookie, and the other's block guard. So 3 of them at least have block, which is good. He's got 1, 2, 3 Khorngors. 1 with Jugger, 2 with Jugger, and then
they start with Juggernaut. So Juggernaut's the
okay, yeah, you're right. So those are rookies. Yep. The other is a 3-skilled Khorngor, which is nice, and then he's got a bunch of 1-skilled linemen, and 2 of those are missing. So, and then he's got a rookie lineman down at the bottom as well. So, yep. 3 re-rows sitting at 1380 with 11 guys going into this game. The neck row, full roster of 13, and as Khorn mentioned, he will be getting over 100K in inducements. 165?
Yeah, 165, yeah.
So could go Wizard if you wanted, or he could do some other things. He is missing a Wraith, though. Sidestepping Wraith. This Wraith here, Count Booyala, is a new free agent that he just added. He had added a free agent Wraith before that. I think that was Cal. Maybe it was another Necro team. One of the Necro teams.
He's only got one werewolf and only got one ghoul.
Yeah, one of the Necro teams got a Wraith free agent, and the first game in they took a strength break, so they fired him. And
Sorry.
It may have been Calderak, it may not. I don't remember, but anyway, this one is a new free agent that he just got last week, I believe, if I remember right. But yeah, as Khornight just noticed, only one werewolf, only one ghoul, so that is a little bit scary. He's got enough money he could buy another one.
Yeah, so and he's missing a Wraith, MNG or whatever. So he's actually one ghoul, one. Is that a song? No, sorry.
Is there any nice ghouls in the free agent list?
Well, that's what I was just looking. He's only got 2 free agents currently.
Yeah, Cal says missing positionals due to death.
Due to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which for a Necro team should not be getting in your way.
Was on in the WFC. So yeah, he's only got 2 free agents. He could pick up a new free agent. I don't remember if he's put any bids in this week or not. Looks like he has not, as far as I can tell. Unless he put one in and I just missed it. Free agent bidding. Yeah, I'd have to go back through and look, but it doesn't look, at least as far as what I've put down, it doesn't look like he's put any free agent bids in. No good free agents on the market this week. Okay. So he's probably just going to wait until after this week to potentially get a free agent for the last week, because there's only one more week of free agents after this. No, 2 more weeks, week 10 and week 11.
Yeah.
So.
And then all deaths are final.
All deaths are final.
Yep. And no more free agents until the start of the next season. So, anyway. All right. That's a look at the 2 teams. I think man. I mean, I think Calderak's clearly the better coach just based on results so far this season and where they're at in the table. I still don't know a whole lot about Nick as he's a new coach to the league. So, but even being short a wolf and only having one ghoul and only having one white or wraith, I still think the Necro are going to be the easily favorites in this one. So, Calderak for me.
Yeah, potentially Cast the Curse coming in, because I'm also going for Cal, and so is Glentio, who has pointed out that he has been entirely selfless and put in all his bids in for the week.
Yeah.
But we'll thank him off screen, clearly.
Well, again, to be different, I would go for a draw. Although I strongly think that Calderak's got this in the bag, but
yeah,
I
mean, it's a corner so rubbish. My God. Anyway,
and
no matter what Anders says.
Real quick before we go into the next matchup preview, the last match in the AFC just finished up, and that was Squirm and Mammutus, and it ended in a 1-1 draw. The vampire or the Amazons and the undead of Squirm. So
that's what I went for. All right. Well, so talking of that's a beautiful segue into the next game, which is the Amazons of Mammutus against the Lizardmen. The Gizzards. Should we start with the Gizzards, as they are number 2? And their team looks, frankly, a little bit empty. It's like they're missing Ursaurus. They have one Blocksaurus, who's a cock blocker, I assume. Maybe cock blocker.
You guys would say it could be cook blocker, but
yeah. And biggest Jesus having mighty blow. Actually, and the Cuck chair could get a level as well, and obviously should be getting block, I assume. I guess the Skinks are saving up for stats and then being fired if they don't roll it good. Personally, I like randoming on Skinks, but basically, this is almost a fresh Lizard team as far as I can see.
Yeah, for the most part.
And it's a 1285. You know, it's like it's got 2 skills, and it's 1285.
Weljamir says it could be Cork Blocker.
It could be Cork Blocker. Maybe there are other words that I haven't even thought of. No, okay, fine.
Anyway,
I can't think of any more words. Yeah, write it. You know, post in the chat below if you think of any other words.
Cask.
That could be.
Cask Blocker.
Oh yeah, cack. It could be cack as well. Cack is a popular English term for shit.
All right.
Mamutus' Zons, who are slightly more expensive than the Gizzards at 360, so getting 75k of inducements, which isn't giving away 75k of inducements to Lizards isn't that much.
No. And
having practically a fully built Amazon team with 13 players, 3 rerolls, Apo, 2 throwers, even though I think 2 throwers is stupid, and the ability to level a Jaguar Warrior to get guard as well, which I think is useful.
A very neatly presented Amazon team as well. Don't have to worry about
we're not jumping around everywhere. Yeah, absolutely.
Mamutus, I think, is also an admin in some other leagues.
Yes,
so
that'd be why.
He's used to allowing other people to look at his teams and realizing how annoying it is when you can't see what they're actually made of.
Yep. only one leveled blocker though. The other one's still a rookie, but still.
Yeah. Did one die? Is that possible? I find it hard to believe that you could play however many games and not get level ups on.
Yeah.
She's only played one game.
Match. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I hate Amazons, and so I'm going to go for a draw. But I do think the Amazons should win this, and they're failing themselves if they don't. Ethel.
Galentio went with the Amazons.
Yeah, shockingly.
Amazon solidarity, Amazons.
Yeah.
Yes, Amazons suck, but they all die.
I don't hate Amazons.
Anders says.
I don't hate Amazons, so I'm going to go with the Amazons.
Yeah.
All right, in the last matchup, Ethel, you're up.
Yeah, so the last one is Elaricia's Vamps versus Bugman's Billy Goats, which are Chaos Chosen. So really, again, it's a top versus bottom table clash. Elaricia's third currently, and Bugman's dead last with 135. So let's have a quick look at the Vamps.
Ooh.
Which were at 12-10. So
they are missing a few players. Oh no, they're on 11. They're on 11.
Yeah, but they're missing 2 of the Vamps.
Two Vamps. Well, missing one thrower, who is blodged, which is pretty cool, and the Vargeist, which is a big miss for this team for strength. So they're coming in 1, 2, 3, 4 Vamps, of which 2 of the not as strong runners, but 1 is movement 9, which is pretty cool. Thralls haven't really got much. We've got 1 with block, 1 with pro, I guess, 1 with kick. That's pretty nice. And number 9, is that Sure Hands?
Yep.
It is indeed Sure Hands. I quite like Sure Hands because although your vampires...
it's good for recovery, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but like just like if you're picking up with a vampire, it's like a 2+ on the blood and then 2+ on the pickup.
Yeah.
Is pretty close to just a 3+ on the pickup. So Sure Hands is like almost as good as using one of your vampires. It's kind of annoying. Like you don't want the ball to be on a thrall and you don't want them to score, but they're good for getting the ball and then passing it to a vampire later.
Right, or just handing off to a vampire, right? Because then you're not doing the bloodlust roll on the catch for the vampire.
Yeah, and they're catching it on a 2+, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I mean number 8 number 6. Sorry, my eyes don't work. Number 6 is the nice vampire runner. That's an amazing addition to the team. And
It's interesting. It doesn't have dodge.
It was a boomed scout too.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
but still, so that's 3 level ups and no dodge, though, which I think is an interesting choice. Does it sit on the bench for the rest of the game to be protected just doing the 1 turn?
I'm guessing.
It's sprint, sidestep, and movement up.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's Elorisia's team. And then if we have a quick look at Bugman's goats. Again, I think they're 1270. He's got only 30k.
Yeah, he's missing 3 players.
Much. Missing 3, like you just said. But again, some of the blockers aren't skilled. We've got 1 with block. 2 with block, sorry, and 2 unskilled so far. The Minotaur's fairly nice. He's got block so far. That's okay. I guess he's doing most of the blitzing. And then we've got the killer in number 5 as well. He's got block mighty and tackle, which is quite good.
And he'll have an additional 60k for a loner merc for number 11. So he'll be at 1330.
And then what's the last skill spider on number 3?
2 heads.
Like the ball hawk. 2 heads.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's a pretty effective ball hawk, isn't it? Really, with wrestle, tackle, 2 heads. So should help with the dodges as well.
And horns too for the +1 strength on the blitz.
Yeah, +4. I mean, this is a tough one really because vamps are really hard to play against. We've got that movement up 1, but they are missing two key players. So
it looks like 120 in inducements to the vamps.
Yeah. You really don't want to be giving vamps inducements, I don't think. You want to be on the receiving end. So, yeah, 12 movement runner is one of the biggest threats. So I think, again, based on league position and that vamp, I think Elorisia for me for this one. I probably would go with the Chaos if they were higher placed in the league. But because they're at the bottom of the league, I think that might indicate that they're going to find the vamps hard to handle. Because they're really hard to handle. What I found against RTSD was forgot that the new Bloodlust rules mean they don't leave the pitch.
Yeah.
So that was quite not concerning, but yeah, it's like, oh my god, yeah, I've got to stop planning for this now because even if they fail their Bloodlust, they're not going. So
all right.
Yeah, that was quite hard. So yeah, vamps.
Ethel's going Elorisia. I actually am going to go with the upset pick here and take the Chosen. So I'm going to go with Bugman. I think Elorisia is probably going to win it, but I'm going to take a chance here and say that Bugman might pull off the upset. He's got the couple of tackle pieces to deal with the couple of dodge vamps, and the fact that he's only got 4 vamps that are going to be able to play. I have a feeling that the Chosen may surprise us all.
I mean, like, I don't think 120k is that much inducements for, like, what do vampires get with that? And like they're on 11 players. I could see either team winning.
You know, actually, that might be an instance of what we were talking about earlier, where Bugman might be a good inducement.
Ironic that the coach's name is Bugman.
Yeah, because if some of your thralls are KO'd, that's going to give you that extra little chance, and only having 11 guys, that gives you a 12th player at some point on the pitch for a drive.
I was going to say that. So when we talked earlier about Bugman, the star player, like I think one of the one case where I don't think Bugman is a good choice compared to Kegs is vampires, because they tend to KO more of their own play, or they tend to, as well as getting their players KO'd from their opponents, they tend to KO them themselves as well. I'm going to go for Elorisia, but it's basically I don't think it's going to be a draw, but I think it's a pretty coin flippy game.
Yeah.
The Bugman could easily remove all of the vampires and win fairly easily, or Elorisia could turn them over.
Yep. All right.
No draws.
That is it for the AFC. Let's move on over
NFC
to the
time.
NFC. Yep. And week 10, the first matchup is Vort in the Corn against Sander in the Undead. So let's get over here. Vort and his Corn are at the bottom end of the table. And then,
I mean, ninth is pretty high for a Corn team in,
ninth out of 12. Yeah. And then Sander is in 6th, but Sander is only 2 points, or 2 cyanide points ahead. He is. They're fairly close in the table. Put it that way. So we'll look at
they're half a point in OFL terms.
Yeah. So let's look at the Undead here. He's got his full roster of 13, the 3 rerolls. So he'll be set at 1445 unless he was to take a random skill or 2 here on these zombies, which he could. But anyway, he's got the really nice mummy and then a guard mummy, a really nice blitzer, and then a rookie blitzer. He's got only 2 ghouls. No, he's got a 3rd rookie ghoul down at the bottom. So 2 rookie ghouls and then the really nice ball-carrying free agent ghoul. A couple of block zombies. So pretty run-of-the-mill general Undead build for Sander going.
75k more than the Corn. Giving away 75k of inducement.
Yep. Good call. And the Corn will be right at 11 players as he's missing a lineman. So that's
sorry, the Corn are giving away 75k. Am I getting which way around? Am I getting this wrong? No, I'm right.
No, the Corn are getting 75.
Yeah.
So the Corn, they do have their blood spawn. He has horns.
No.
Yeah, he took horns as his first skill up. 2 rookie seekers, a block seeker, and then a sidestepping seeker. Only 3 Corn Gores, 2 are rookies. 1 is a real nice ball carrier, and then some linemen. Only 3 linemen, as the 4th is missing the game. So only 2 rerolls.
More horns even on the linemen. Is this a horn themed?
Yeah, could
Corn
be.
Team?
Could
Horny
be.
cornies.
Horny cornies. Only 2 rerolls is definitely a thing.
He could take another level on the Bloodspawn. If he's taken horns, does that mean
Juggernaut maybe? Unless you're saving for block. Juggernaut, I think, would probably be your next one.
Stand Firm's pretty good on Corn because it's really annoying.
Yeah.
Losing control of where things are.
Yep, and guard,
saving
obviously.
Block is the sensible thing, but he took horns. Why did he take horns if he's saving? That's the problem.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I don't think the Corn are going to have any luck in this one.
Galencio has chimed in with some insight that one of the teams will win, one will lose, and one will draw, or possibly it'll be a draw. One of those 3 outcomes.
Yeah.
Definitely happening.
Which Galentio also took the Vampires in the last matchup of the AFC. I didn't say that earlier.
Yeah.
I don't think the Corn are going to be able to do anything here, so I'm going to go with Sander and the Undead.
It's kind of tiring having to vote against Corn every week, but they are so terrible, and 75 is really not any.
Well, the Corn, the next conference Corn is one that you can actually bet on.
So basically, you're salving me to say that it's fine to go against Corn. So wait, you went for Sander, right? I'll go for a draw. That way, if Ethel wants to be different, he's forced to take the Corn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think I was going to take the Corn anyway, just to be different.
Yeah.
But yeah, Corn. I mean, there's not much between them really. I mean, there's only. Excuse me. There's not much. Not much between them. What? There's
75.
3 points, 2 points.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. In terms of position on the table, yeah. All right. So the next game I'm doing, which is between Hound Dot and his rat, and Loop and his vampires. So Hound Dot was was doing really well, but he's now. I think he lost his last 2 games.
Yeah,
And I think
he's
Luke
fallen
was
down.
doing quite well. But let's start with the Vampires as they're higher up. They're on 14-10.
I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick while you start doing this. So I'll be right back.
Okay,
Go ahead, carry on.
That's why I disappeared off screen a second ago. So I entirely understand. Your thinking. It does mean we need to look at the Vampires for slightly longer than we might have before, depending on how. Depending on whether Spider washes his hands or not. That's the important thing. Predictions are still. He does indeed have all the vamps, and only 11 players. So, and he could buy another thrall. I think he should, in fact, buy a thrall.
Definitely missing 2. So
he could actually buy 2 thralls and have 13 players. I think that would be a good idea. I don't know what else you're saving your money for. Oh, actually, you might be saving money for the 4-3 roll. I think having a bench winning now is more important than having a 4-3 roll tomorrow.
There's some nicely skilled bumps there. They've all got block apart from number 3.
Yep. The fact that Vargas has block is great. That's Loop's killer, right? I'm not as big a fan of going block first on the blitzers. I quite like Pro. I like Dodge as well because you've got Jugs, and because you're often blitzing with them. I quite like holding off on block with them, and with the runners as well. I'd pick Dodge first because they're more likely to be wanting to be mobile and move around and dodge, rather than wanting to punch things, which I think block kind of obviously shifts towards player being useful for that. Even though tackle obviously negates dodge, but whatever. I still think dodge is better for mobility, right?
I did wash my hands, by the way.
Did you wear your headphones the whole time? Did you hear me say that?
Yes. That way I could hear what the team was looking like.
Yeah. So at the moment he's on 11 players. I personally if he wants to win, he should definitely get a bench because Vampires need the bench, right? And they're the higher TD team in this matchup. But if we now look at the Rat, who are 13-15, so the Rat Pack, so 95k less. So getting 95. Oh, but they're on 11 players, so they get 95k of inducements. I'd also get a bench if I was them. Rats also like having more players. Having a bench is good. And he can take a skill on that block line rat as well. Maybe he's saving up.
He could take a skill on the killer blitzer as well. I believe he only needs 16 for his next one. Yep, he could take a skill on him.
Could he? No, but how much for Ironhard Skin? He's just played the Underworld to have Ironhard Skin on both their blitzer and their Battler, right? Mm-hmm. So, or a week or 2 ago, if I was him, I'd be saving up for 22 SPP to get Ironhard Skin on your killer. What else are you going to get? Yeah. Maybe Jugs, maybe Pro.
Yep.
The 2.
Yeah, I mean he's pretty complete, isn't he?
Yeah, I think Ironheart Skin's the next one to take. To be honest, I agree with that.
Which is 5 SPP more.
Frenzy, possibly.
No, you wouldn't. So Frenzy is a great kill skill, but you've already got the Rat Ogre. So if you want something that's got block, claws, and mighty blow, and Frenzy, you've got that as an option already. You want a blitzer who doesn't need to do those things, right? So
you want a blitzer that's less likely to die.
Yeah, I think Ironheart Skin is the best choice. I think Jugs is a close second, and Pro is also up there as kill skill choices. Even Horns is good, actually. Horns is good to
and guard is always good.
Yeah, Horns is good as making a safety.
Rats and guard, guard is great when you get a guard on a Gust Runner because you can assist when you're trying to strip the ball and stuff.
Yep.
But actually, having a guard blitzer is kind of, I feel like it's less useful when I'm playing. Maybe that's just me. Yeah. Oh, actually, grab is kind of good as well for the one turn, right? If you have a grab player being able to grab, an option into the off the LOS and into your side of the pitch can really make one turns really, really super easy.
Yep.
And mean you save your blitz as well, so you can use the blitz for doing things like going blitzing through the back line or getting more pushing. Right? Grab is actually a pretty good rat skill. I didn't even think of that, unfortunately. Or Anders. Never said grab. But Anders also said strip ball, and strip ball's a terrible idea. So ignore that. He's also got 19 on a Rust runner. Anyway, I'm going for the rat because normally I'd go for the vampires, but they're kind of cutting it too close for me in terms of only having 11 players and that. And his choice of skills on vampires.
All right. Galentio's taking the rats as well. Or no, sorry, Galentio's taking the vampires.
Yeah.
Okay. I will go for a draw. Although I don't think it's likely.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible. It's Blood Bowl. Draws always happen.
I don't
want to go for the vamps.
I think the rats are going to pull it out in this one too. So I'm going to go for Houndot.
And I also missed Loop's a cool Irishman, so he'd better win. And yeah.
All right. Well, if no one's going for the vamps, I'll go for the vamps then.
Wait, no. I went for the rats, and Galentio went for the vamps.
Yeah, Galentio went vamps.
Do you want to? You can go vamps too.
No. I'll say as a draw then. Say as a draw.
Okay.
All right. Next matchup.
And Loop is also a lovely fellow who used to live in London, so I'm at TT.
Okay. Next game is Cullen's Amazon team, Medusa, who are top O the league, versus Anders's Re-Goated, who are not top of the league. They are 7th, and they are Chaos Chosen. So it is Zons versus Chaos Chosen. So let's have a look at the Zon team. I don't think there's too much in the TV here. So yeah, I think Zons on my sheet 1370. The Goats are 1490. So
they actually know they're 1510. So they've taken a level.
Right, so you can work out the difference while I look at these the Zon team. It's quite nice.
Ethelred doesn't do that. That's 140k for those who don't do maths.
You're challenged in maths.
I had totally just a quick offshoot here. I had totally forgotten how much Ethel does not like the maths. I remember now all the times he had problems trying to figure out how many players were active on the roster in the OCC.
I can do it. It just takes me time, which we don't have.
Anyway,
so
sorry.
Anders has actually told us what the 20k difference is, which is that he has leveled a warrior. Okay, so one of your warriors has blocked in game, but doesn't on your sheet.
Right, there we go. Okay, back to the team and insults. Zon. Two really nice blockers, both with guards, both with Mighty Blow, one with Stand Firm. I can see you laughing, Spider. You're not impressing me. The Piranha Warriors or Blitzers, one's got block. We've got a pass busted thrower.
The block one can level as well, right? So the block one.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, it's got 9, right?
It's either saving for a stat or should take sidestep.
Or potentially tackle, depending on his matchup, if he's got a lot of dodge in this matchup coming up.
Yeah, he doesn't have any tackle so far, but
I do like having one of the. I like having one of the blitzers built with tackle, but I usually like to make that my wrestler, my wrestle
tackle. Yeah.
I think sidestep's probably the better one for the block blitzer.
But yeah, he doesn't. He's not facing dodge in this game, I don't think. So yeah, fairly strong Zon team. 240k in the bank. Have they got any? Have they made any bids for any free agents? Or was
I think he might be actually.
Free agent bases there?
Yeah, I think he might be full up on free agents. And Colin is in the chat and said that the blitzer Freya is thinking on their potential skill. Let's see, Colin.
Oh, it's only got two of. He says he's got two of the three FAs.
Yeah, he's got two. He's got
right.
both blockers, Ninhertsag and Hecate.
Good choices.
Are the two free agents.
Interesting taking block on all your line women. I tend to like having some wrestle line women just because I'm taking block on all the positionals, right? So
I typically random every single line woman. Yeah.
I get at least one dirty player in there as well, but maybe that's just me.
I had a wrestle. All my wrestlers die.
Yep.
All right.
For me, I mean, Amazons are so good anyway and they can potentially blow it up fairly quickly. That's why I like to random all the line women, because most general skills are going to be decent on the line women anyway.
They are literally the least bloaty team in existence. They are sickeningly cheap in every
efficient
way.
If you get both blitzers at level 4 with skilled up the way you want them, then they start bloating up a little bit. Especially if you're running two throwers, which I typically only like to run one thrower. I'm like you, Khornight in that sense. The only time I'll run a second is if my main thrower takes a niggle or a armor break.
Right. One of his throwers has pass bust, which is obviously a pretty good reason for having a second thrower.
Yeah, exactly. And I do use my thrower to throw the ball. So, a pass break would definitely prompt me to start a second one up.
Yeah.
But, it's if you can do that and then take all randoms, maybe one line woman I wouldn't random, because I would try to get the potential dirty player sneaky get stack. But the others I would almost always random. That's just me, though.
Have we had a look at the Chaos team already?
Let's look at the Chaos team. There's a great player on the Chaos team.
Oh, can I guess which one you're going to pick?
Well, I think you might know already if you ever think.
Is it the Minotaur by any chance?
No, it's not the Minotaur.
Oh God! Is it the very long legs player? Jesus.
Yes, of course. So let's have a look at number 2. Tiger War Dance. Very long legs, block, and short hands. Glorious.
That was a free agent. That was a free agent with a random, and that was what he re-randomed as was very long legs.
Well, that's true. But I mean, I want to know if it's actually done anything. Has it used its long leg?
Wait. So if you jump over a player, very long legs.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Jumping over a player could be quite sneaky, right? Because people probably wouldn't think about it. And you do it on a 2+ now, not a 3+.
No is the answer. No, just no.
No.
That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know. All right.
Has he intercepted a pass? Because it's +2 on attempting to intercept a pass.
Well, your mission this week, Anders, is to give it a go and surprise your Zon opponent by doing it. Maybe the no as well on that, but we'll see. So the Minotaur is quite nice. Block. It's quite cool. Yeah. Is that Ironhard Skin the second one? Yeah, I didn't recognise that one. Which is pretty cool. So he'll be staying on the pitch. We've got a nice Rackle lineman, which is cool. Another wrestle one and a block one, and then the 3 out of the 4 blockers have got block. And Cullen has also agreed to start passing.
Yep.
So so this could be one to watch.
Specifically over the very long legs.
I don't think.
Exactly.
I don't think we record interceptions. Do you, Spider, on the
No, I don't.
Not on the sheet, but it is on the player, and the player has not had anyone throw over it yet at all. 0 for 0.
I imagine there's less than 5 interceptions across the whole league. To be quite honest,
I would imagine so. Yeah.
I don't know. With Darkwing in LFC throwing every chance he gets, there's a distinct possibility that
there could be 5 just in the LFC.
How many games? How many games has he played now? So basically, this matchup comes down to: is there enough tackle on the player to reduce or remove the Amazons? That's the key question. and
the answer to that question is there's one tackle. That's the answer to that question.
and it doesn't have mighty blow or block.
Oh, he's got some wrestle.
He does have a couple wrestle. Yeah. And a few block.
And a frenzy. So for that reason, I usually would shows on solidarity, but because they're top, I'm going to go for chaos in this instance.
Spider, you're next.
And also very long legs. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And just to warn you, Anders, Ethel voting for you is definitely kiss of death territory, right? This is 100% sign you're not going to win.
I'm storming off to get through.
Anders has been on a really good run the last couple of weeks. He has moved himself up
and to be
into
fair,
the middle of the table.
We've been wrong a lot in the last couple of weeks. So,
we have. So I still am not going to go with Anders. I think the Amazons are just the better team in this case. So I'm going with Colin.
Well, I'm going to go for the draw because I refuse to vote for Amazons. But you can take that as a thumbs up from me if you like, Anders. Cyberbullying Ethel. That's wait. So that's why we have the Ethel position when we talk about people losing a lot, right? Talking of cyberbullying. Anyway, shush you.
Galentio goes with the Amazons as well.
Yeah. Unsurprisingly.
All right.
Like the big try-hard he is. Cool.
Moving right along. The next matchup is the Nurgle from Chet versus the New Orcs from Flute the Cat. The Nurgle of Chet are in 5th, and Flute is on his way up from the bottom. He is currently in 11th.
Yeah. Sorry, no, ignore me. I've already said it. Carry on.
Yep. Let's look at the Nurgle first, sitting at 1390. A full 13-man roster, so it looks like his TV is probably going to be set. Although he could take... No, he can't take
block. No
block.
money.
Yeah, he can't take... I was thinking he could take block on the rot, but he's already got 2 skills on the rot spawn. So he cannot take block there.
He could random?
He could do some randoms, yeah. But I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to stay where he's at. He's not going to make any changes.
The fact he's got thick skull makes me think he's randomed already, right? Is that not a random choice? And what was he going for?
Oh, it was a free agent, it was a free agent, so it could have been a random, and that's what he rolled was thick skull.
Okay, fine. Sorry.
He does have the dirty player Rotter, that's a free agent, and then he's got the Pesticore strip ball wrestler, that's a free agent. So he does have. He's only got 3 Pesties. He's got all 4 bloaters, and then 5 Rotters. So, yeah, that's the Nurgle team.
The Rotters all have only
skill,
randoms. Randoms only.
Yep, only randoms on all of them. Block Fend is not bad on that one.
I mean, Dauntless is shit, but the other 3 are all
2 heads tackle's not bad, yep.
Yeah, Frenzy's great.
Yeah, that's definitely not some bad set of randoms there.
Not awful.
I'm assuming he's firing and killing the crappy ones, but then he's got Dauntless. So.
All right, that is the Nurgle at 1390. The Orcs from Flute the Cat at 1245, but he is missing a guy. He will still have 11 players, though, so they will be getting 155 in inducements, the Orcs. He's got all 4...
45, but yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, 145. Yep, you're right, 145. He does have all 4 biggins, a couple of with block, a couple with guard. He's got all 4 blitzers, 2 are rookie, 1 with guard, 1 is a super free agent, mighty blow, tackle, dodge, and brawler. And then he's got 3 orc linemen, but one of them's missing the game. And then he's got a free agent thrower with a double move boost block leader skill set. So
pretty good, actually.
Not terrible for a thrower, yep. And yeah, it doesn't look like he's probably going to be doing anything with skill ups. I mean, he could do something with this blitzer here if he wanted to. Sitting on 8, this rookie blitzer, so he could take something there.
God.
Yep, potentially.
Yeah.
Only
And
one
basically,
reroll?
your choices are you do want to save up for stats on one of your blitzers, right?
Yeah.
Maybe this is the Flute's here as well, and he says probably scout that blitzer. So I've not used scout. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yep. Just make sure you get that done before your next match if you're planning on trying to level him.
And also, don't forget to post about scouting before you take the level.
Yep.
Because what I do is I take my level in a rush before my game, forgetting that I should just scout.
Yeah,
just make sure and check the scout channel first and check the pinned messages for the rules and process on it. If you have any questions, just let me know.
It's pretty easy. Just say I want to do a scout spider.
Yep.
And he says yes, and then you roll a dice.
Well, it's a little bit more involved than that, but that's the basics of it. Yes.
Do it before you take the skill. That's the important bit.
That's the big thing. Yep. Make sure you initiate and do everything before you take the skill. Only on one reroll, so are rerolls 60 or 70 for orcs?
No, there might even be 50. They're either 50 or 60.
They could potentially. He's got the money. He could potentially add a second reroll if he wanted.
Yeah, I think he's got leader as well. I do. Yeah, I think 2 rerolls is probably a good idea.
Yeah,
and he's not buying anything else.
I don't mind sitting at 2. Typically, I like to have 3, but I don't mind sitting at 2 with orcs.
I was waiting for Ethel to chime in with, "You should be buying the troll at this point."
Yeah, there's no goblin, so there's no point with the troll.
You need to get one first. So you need to get the troll and then get the goblin, obviously.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's waiting for a good free agent
to pop
troll.
up. Yep, could be. All right, so that's what we're looking at right now with the Orc and the Nurgle. This should be an interesting matchup. 2 big teams banging on each other right in the middle of the pitch. I am first. How much block did the Nurgle have? Not a lot. In fact, none. Nope. Oh, no, one. One Rotter with block. Oof. Yeah, that's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a little bit of a tough one for the Nurgle with no block. And I like the fact that Flute has come in on a rampage and started his ascent to the top. So I'm gonna go with the Orcs in this one.
Okay, yeah, I've also already gone for Olivia Bug, who is definitely Flute the Cat and not the previous coach that I haven't replaced the machine.
Yeah, and so has Galentio. He went with the Orcs as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, yeah. The thing gets me about that Nurgle team is all the bloaters are rookies or don't have any skills. So that's going to detract, I think. But as we've all gone for Flute, I'll go for draw. Although I think Flute will probably win. And also, you haven't got a troll, Flute, so you know that counts against you. Or a goblin.
Yeah.
Anders makes a very good point.
Yeah. So. I mean, 1, 2-0 is a pretty good record, right?
Yeah.
In any league after 3 games. So.
Yep. All right, next matchup.
All right. Talking of Kay is in the next matchup to be played, and he is playing against he says Weljamir, of course.
Yep.
Who I didn't get mixed up with Anders earlier. It's fine. I was reading. You don't need to get offended. A while ago. Anyway, so Weljamir against Kay. Kay is at the bottom with Renegades. So let's have a look at Weljamir and the Underworld, who are second top.
Kay is female, place. By the way.
Kay. Oh, I'm sorry. Kay is a she. I apologize. My God, I'm getting... Anyway. So let's start with Weljamir. I normally try and be pretty good about that. Anyway. So yeah, Weljamir with the crazy Ironheart skin, armor up, killers on their Underworld team. His Underworld team. 1375... Solid team. Offensive Goblin, I like. Wait. Was this the team that had the free agent Snotling and then got rid of it?
He still has it. He still has him, but he is getting rid of him.
He's going to get rid of him.
I remember seeing on the Discord and going, "Oh my God, the Snotling's going."
Yep. The Snotling is gone. He will be replacing him with was it a thrower maybe?
Yeah, with a free agent.
No, just a Skaven clan rat.
Yeah, I was about to say that the Clan Rats not having any SVP is almost impressive on the Underworld team. They end up doing a lot of heavy lifting. But so yeah, getting a free agent Clan Rats pretty good. As well as I assume the top two, Snooskin and the captain, both being free agents, and the gutter runner just taking all the SVP and getting all the skills. So that's 1375, and K is 205 TV further down, and a lot of places. With Renegades, missing the Troll, Agibust, so I don't think it's a fireable problem. Rat Ogre has block and Ironhard skin, which is nice, and the Ogre has guard. Looks a bit like a tabletop, choice. Like often you get the Ogre and the Troll having guard, and take the Minotaur and or the Rat Ogre with the hitting skills. Wait, there is a Dark Elf. The Dark Elf has no skills. I think that is problematic. I think the Dark Elf should be the one that you try and level up fastest. There's the Thrower, who I don't like, and has 0 SPP as well. I don't know where the SPP is going on this team. They're actually at 1 to 30 because of they're missing a player, but still getting some kind of inducement. I'm going for Weljamir. The positioning in the table at the very least being the reason why. But those two killers as well.
All right. Galentio went Weljamir as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to vote against Weljamir in this one. I mean, you've got the positioning, but also you've got the fact that Kay is going to be missing a couple of their players for this game. But again, to be slightly different, I'll go for a draw.
I am going to go Weljamir as well.
Shocking. So Ethelred, Ethelred?
Yep, Ethel.
Your turn.
So last game is third versus fourth. So this is Harkalian's Necro versus the Dark Elves of Lazarus Diggs. Lazarus Diggs. There we go. So yeah, let's have a look at the Dark Elves first. 11th Street Kids. So they're coming in at 1390. I don't think there's much of a TV difference between these two teams. 1325, 1390. The Dark Elves are slightly up.
Well,
so
the Dark Elves are missing a player as well, though. So the Dark Elves.
Yeah, I think that's accounted for on this, isn't it? I can't see the TV on the screen at the moment.
No. The Dark Elves are actually 1460.
For this game.
So 135 difference. So still not massive.
Oh, it's not massive.
No, the Dark Elves are at 1390. They'll have 11 players. They're at 1390.
Oh yeah, no, I can't count. My bad. Sorry. Carry on.
Oh, Khornight.
Maybe we should have. Yeah, maybe we should have been talking about Khornight with the maths on position counts.
Can't count. Can't read. Can't think. So we've got a nice. I like number 3. Nice blitzer with Mighty Blow. That's pretty cool. We've got 1 Bullhawk Witch and then a Block Witch, which is quite cool. He's obviously going for Wrestle on his lineman, and we've got 2 of them. One with Tackle, although one's MNG. So yeah, pretty cool. Not that developed, but pretty solid. What we've got so far.
But both the Tackle and the Tackle Wrestle are randoms. So that's quite nice. Yeah. And the Dodge Wrestle, one of the Dodge or the Wrestle is random too. So there's of those linemen, 4 of those 5 skills are randomed.
Okay. Then let's have a look at the Dead Like Us, which is the Necro team. So they're missing Wraith for this one, who's MNG, I think. But this is one with the Crazy Werewolf, who's got an AG up and an armor up, right?
Yep.
Number 3.
Yep.
Norman the Furry Fury. Good name. So he's pretty solid. That one Golem is top. Number 1 is pretty cool as well. I'm guessing a free agent for that one. Block, Guard, Mighty Blow, and Tackle. That's quite horrible to play against. Other one's a rookie though. The the other wolf has got block 2, and then 2 rookie ghouls as well. So I guess the previous ones died, or not around. And then brilliantly, a lineman with Frenzy, which I quite like as well. So that's quite cool.
Yeah, 2 games with one ghoul, 1 game with the other ghoul, so they're both new.
Yeah, so I guess they've died and been recycled. So although I really like the werewolf, number 3, I've got to go with Dark Elves for this one. I think it's a lower base team, but the skills are more evenly spread, so I think they'll do well in this game.
The Dark Elf solidarity, huh?
So Lazarus Diggs, come on, man, 4-0, please.
I like the Dark Elves in this one too.
Is that it? That's all you're going with?
Yep.
Okay, fine. Lazarus. It is. Glenn's gone with a draw.
Yes, he has.
And both these, I'm willing to go with Harkalion on it. Harkalion was doing really well at the beginning of the season, has lost a few games recently, but the Necro are not a bad team. It's a hard match actually. It's pretty even either way. But Harkalion's the only one who hasn't got a vote, and I think that the 3 outcomes is almost likely. So I'm willing to risk my being different.
Yep. All right.
So on to WFC.
Yep, that wraps up the NFC. So let's move over to the WFC. And the first matchup will be Detox and his Amazons against Sophiana and the Renegades. Sophiana at the bottom of the table and Detox up at the top. 1 point behind me for the conference lead. So the Amazons have been pretty beat up most of the season, but Detox is still managing to get wins with them. He is going to be missing his Wrestle Guard free agent blocker, so that will hurt a little bit, but he does have block on the other blocker. He's only got 1 blitzer. It is a free agent, though. A thrower, and then a bunch of line women. Chosen block on 1. Chosen block here with then a couple of randoms. We got Chosen Wrestle here who's missing, a rookie missing, and then a block tackle, both chosen. He will have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he'll have 3 loner line women for another 150K. That will put him at 1070. So yeah, 1 blocker, 1 blitzer, and 1 thrower, and then the rest will all be line women. 1070.
What are you going to spend your... Sophiana says, time to spend my 12 SPP on my Orc. What are you going to spend your 12 SPP on then?
Well, let's have a look and give really bad advice.
Yeah.
Wait, 12 SPP? Oh, yeah.
We're going to pull the Renegades up now. They have a 13-man roster, but are missing 1. So they will be at 1565 to the 1070 for the Zons. So the Zons will have 495 in inducements as it sits currently. We do have a Rat Ogre that is the ball carrier on this team, the little cheeser, who we were talking about at the start of the stream.
Brilliantly mad.
Yes, a very fun Rat Ogre. And not a very fun Rat Ogre to play against because that Rat Ogre can do some things. So it's an interesting challenge to plan how to handle that Rat Ogre with the way that Rat Ogre can play. So anyway, block guard on the Orc. That's his positional that he uses to try and position next to the Rat Ogre for the assist on the hit if needed. And with the Ironheart skin, that keeps that Orc alive quite a bit.
And just suggested taking Thick Skull on the Orc. And obviously, that's a double at the moment in the Orc. But you could random in the strength tree, hope for Thick Skull, or Guard, or Mighty Blow, or Jugs. Be happy. Is that a crazy idea? I think it's a great idea, but
Oh, he took the man. He got the minus edge. Wow. I just noticed that.
That's edge, right?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Well, plus edge, but it's minus edge the way it's
Oh, yeah.
worded.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Improves,
He got the edge up.
improves
The edge boost.
agility.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's flipping crazy. That rat ogre is goofy as hell.
So catching on a 2+.
Yeah,
Even
with the
even
reroll.
picking up on a 2+.
With the reroll.
But just catching gets a reroll, but picking up doesn't. No.
Yeah.
It's glorious.
And break tackling on a 1+, right? So
Yeah.
break tackling into cages potentially.
Yep.
And you want dodge on that so much now, surely.
Yeah, I would have to get dodge on him.
I guess the stat roll was I either take agi or I take dodge. Potentially.
And he got the edge. That's what's even more crazy. He actually got the edge.
Right, if you keep scoring, then the dodge will come, right?
But only one more skill to take, and it's going to be dodge, isn't it?
Yeah,
Got to be dodge.
It's got to be dodge. Yeah. I agree. Anyway, yeah, super fun rat ogre. I'm glad I played him before he got the edge up. I'm gonna have to play him again because he's in my division, so we'll get a second round go at the rat ogre.
It was AG or passing, so.
Well, I bet that was a hard. Wait, if you take passing on something with 0 passing, it becomes it can pass on a 6+, or does that? Yeah, I assume that's what happens. Right? Becomes 6.
I think it breaks the game, and the synode said
it probably does break the game. That probably is more likely.
Yeah,
kind of makes me wish I'd taken passing on this. But anyway.
All right, we need to get moving on because I know my dinner's going to be ready here shortly. So,
sure.
We got a troll with guard. We got a minotaur. That's a rookie. So that's what the renegade team's looking like. But he is going to be giving basically 500 in inducements to the Amazons. So
yeah.
I'm gonna go with detox and the Amazons in this one with 500 in inducements. That's just he's gonna have so much fun in that. Yeah.
But also, Zons against Renegades is not really ever a good matchup in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for draw mostly out of my hatred of Zons.
Yep.
Fairly straightforwardly.
And I'm gonna go for Zofiana for the obvious reasons of the rat ogre. Brilliant.
And Galentio went detox or the Amazons.
Yep. So I get the wonderful job of talking about the Goblins and Rushed, who's in currently 10th place, and is playing Herto and the Underworld Denizens, which is probably a bad matchup for the Goblins because they're both pretty low TB.
Yep.
50k of injury, which is obviously not enough. Either team, they probably both want more.
Probably be a bribe for whichever one gets it. Yeah.
Yeah, Goblins. So, block guard and block grab trolls. Cool. Fanatic, mighty blow and grab is. Mighty blow and brawler is also cool. And the Hooligan with Git, and then a bomber, a loony, a pogoer, and a lot of goblins with no skill. But loads of SPP. So, I don't not taking any skills or taking them and then firing them if they're rubbish. No.
Yeah.
They've done really well, better than I can talk about with my Goblin records. So, But they are giving away 50k to the Underworld. So the Underworld, or maybe not.
No, they get 11 exactly.
You got 11. Yeah, so they are getting 50k.
Yep.
So that could be a bribe, but they don't have any bench.
Nope.
Which is potentially pretty scary for the Underworld against a team that will happily foul anything.
That blitz is pretty good though, number 3.
Yeah, going against Goblins, that blitzer could be a menace.
I mean, the tackle's great and the mighty blow's great, but the claw's not going to be very effective.
Yeah, the claw's useless. But he'll get some use out of that tackle mighty blow, I imagine.
It's interesting having a clan rat that has Ironhard skin before it has AV higher than 8+, so sure how much that is saving you.
He's probably building that up to be the rat ogre assister.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Maybe
for the Unchanneled Fury.
Although it does have enough money to at least buy another player. Would you buy another player rather than getting a bribe? when you're 11 players, I think yes. I think having going up to 12 is better than paying 50k for a bride.
Yeah, I mean, he could technically get 2. He could get a Gobbo and a Snotling.
I mean, you could technically get 3 Snotlings. 4. You could get 4 Snotlings.
Yeah, he could. Yeah.
Quick question: a boomed player is allowed to be randomized. Like, can you random on the skill? Yeah.
Once they've already done their scout process, any skill up after that, you're welcome. You're free to choose whatever you want or do however you want.
But for the scout level as well, right? If you say I want to flag this player and I'm going to random this skill, that's fine too, right?
No. I think we changed that. Did we change that?
Oh, well, you can't random. You can't random if you're.
Let me double check.
On the flag roll.
We may have changed that. I don't remember if we did or not. Let me double check before I say for sure. Put it time to a rookie.
I don't know. I'm not the rules. I've not read the rules.
No, it has to be chosen. Yeah, it's no randoms on the actual flag skill.
Oh yeah. Zofiana is talking post scout, so it doesn't matter.
It's
but
that a player that is ready to choose their first skill. The chosen skill has to be 6 SPP or more. You cannot apply it on a random skill choice. So, yeah, post scout, yes, you're free to level up however you want. Stats, randoms, regulars, doesn't matter.
Interesting. I'm going to go for rushed, and I noticed that Galentio has also gone for rushed. Ethelred.
Rushed. Goblins. Why wouldn't they?
I'm actually going to go with Kurto here. I think he is going to get his first win. I think the Mighty Blow Tackle Blitzer is going to tear through the Goblins.
I mean, one of us should have gone for a draw, surely. But there's too much Goblin solidarity.
Yep.
In 3 of us, and you've gone the opposite direction. But I think a draw is very likely.
I do too.
Probably more likely than Rush actually winning, but I'd still rather vote for Goblin than not.
All right, Ethel, you're up.
Yeah, sure. So we've got 5th versus 6th, which is another. I'm becoming the Khorn specialist here, which is great because I don't hardly anything about them. So we've got Khorn versus Orcs, and Khorn is Tim Dog, and Orcs is Bob. So let's have a quick look at the Khorn first.
Just to confuse Spider, we're both going the opposite way. So I always go for the higher team, and you're always going for the bottom team, right?
I'm going for the home team first because that's.
Oh, okay. We haven't pre-organised this just to annoy Spider, but it is working that way.
It's fine. It's working them out.
No, it doesn't annoy me at all.
No, okay.
So he's got a nice Bloodspawn with block, Ironhard skin, which is pretty cool. 2 of the Bloodseekers have got block, 1 with guard. The Khorngor, nice carrier, again a nice hunter, although they've only got tackle so far. And the linemen aren't awful. I guess they're all, well, some of those are random skills, I think. Looking at them.
The block and the wrestle isn't random, but
block and wrestle isn't right. But the sure hands and
defend is.
It is, which aren't awful. I mean, yeah, you'd probably keep them. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Bob's Orcs. I mean, not particularly well developed, but all right for Khorn, I guess, after 9-10 games. Bob's Orcs, again, looking okay. 2 of the big uns have got 3 of the big uns have got block. A couple with guard as well. Troll, so obviously Bob knows what he's doing, which is nice. One of the blitzers is pretty cool with Jugs, Mighty, and Tackle. And then we've got Thrower as well. So maybe he doesn't know what he's doing. No Goblin, that's a shame. Mindful of the time, so again, it's hard to vote for Khorn. So let's go for the Orcs. Solid team, solid coach.
I think this is the division where Spider said that we should be able to vote for the Khorn team.
Yeah, I mean it's a good Khorn team compared to the others, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's still Khorn and it's still against Orcs.
And with that being said, I'm going to take Tim Dog in the Khorn.
Okay. I do think the results show that he's probably doing pretty well with them.
Yep.
And by the way, the tackle on the corn gore works really well because like tackle first is fine because you've got jugs. So when you're blitzing someone, the both down is kind of still safe. I'm going to go with a draw.
Which is also what Galentio went with. I will say that Tim Dog is the team that gave me my only loss. So there is that.
But I do think I wouldn't be surprised if Tim Dog is a better coach than Bob. Like I don't mean that badly, Bob. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Tim's a good coach. But the team matchup is still like Orcs are so good and Khorn are so shit.
It definitely favors the Orcs for sure.
Yeah.
Ethel.
And as Anders says, defensive, neat. I'm assuming there's sarcasm in that because playing a bash team into another bash team that has guard and defensive is horrific, and like Khorn do not want to be facing that, and Orcs are just unfun the best of times.
Let's do the next one a little bit backwards here. Ethel, you want to take the next one as well?
Oh, but
sure.
That way I can do mine.
Preparation.
Yeah, you can do yours.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, cool.
Or do you want to do the next one, Khornight, and then I'll do Scully versus.
I'm happy to do Code Goon versus.
You do that.
That's fine.
I don't mind. Okay, sure. So, says it's Code Goon. They're both 7th and 8th, so pretty close. Let's go for Code Goon first, as I'm always going to the team. The Spider isn't by me doing different things each time. And Code Goon has rats. And a lot of money, so could buy something. I don't see anything he wants.
He's got all 4 gutters.
He's got 13 players, all positionals except a thrower, so he might want to buy a thrower. But
got a thrower, 14.
Thrower at the bottom, yep.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. And a thrower. One thrower is more than enough. With 11 SPP, saving up for a stat, I guess.
Yeah, maybe for passing.
Mm-hmm.
So he can chuck it to the gutters.
Well, I'd save up for a stat for movement or agility over passing, but because they've already got passing too much. So
the agility would be a nice one, if he gets it.
To make the pickups easier. And then when you fail to get agility, you can always just take arms anyway.
Yep.
And then they're playing Agent Murloc, who is the Nurgle team, who have the same record, almost exactly. No, they're one draw. They have one less draw. So they've got half a point worth. He says, having clicked out. And so Guard, Beast, Guard, Bloater, Stand Firm Bloater. Is that a random? No, he's picked Stand Firm first.
Yep.
Choice.
Not sure why he did that.
Maybe because of rats and one turn?
Yeah, possibly.
Maybe just be annoying. Pretty close to having enough for another level up anyway, right? So,
actually, I think that might have been a free agent.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if it came with some SVP and Stand Firm, not a bad free agent, right?
Yep, that is a free agent.
And the famously strength-busted Pestigore that was a bust on the level up.
Yeah.
And he's taken Dauntless, so he can Dauntless now with his strength buff.
Yep. And he could fire him since he's gotten a second skill. He is legally able to fire him now. Yep.
This is the point, right? Where you fire. And then nothing else except another block. 1445. So that's giving away TD to the rat? Tiny amount. 20k.
Yep, 20k.
I mean, it's from draw is probably a safer bet, but I'll go for the rat because there's the randomness of rats against the having to be a good player of Nurgle.
Yep. Galentio went with a draw.
Yeah. Ethel?
I'll go Nurgle.
And I think I'm going to go draw as well.
Yeah, I think draw's probably safe-ish, but rats are scary. So now it's Ethel's Ethel's doing Scully against Duke.
Yeah.
Glamorn.
Scully versus Duke Glamorn. So this is Necro versus Humans. So Necro, who are home. Quick look at them. They're in 9th. The TV difference isn't much. I think it's about 60, which is a keg. So that's not too much. God, Golem, and a Mighty Blow Golem. Nice, dirty player Ghoul, which I like. Werewolves aren't very developed. So one's blodged, one's got tackle, but a movement bust, which again, not great. And yeah, just one Ghoul actually, and 50k in the bank, so no chance of a new Ghoul for this one. A couple of block linemans round out the team. So yeah, not particularly well developed. That's why it's only 1200, I guess, but fairly solid. Let's have a look at the Humans.
And starting off with a dirty player Ghoul is I guess the other Ghoul was probably a ball carrier.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the other one is still a lot. It died, right? Because
yeah.
Start off with that, I guess.
Yeah.
So Humans again a lot more developed here, although the TV difference isn't massive, but it just shows
only 10 players though, so he will have a
so
TV.
The TV difference is actually 15k after the loaning.
Okay, so another 50k.
Like,
but I guess it just shows how
1.5
TV efficient Humans are, because a lot of skills there packed into a fairly low TV, even with the additional player. He has got some skill choices, perhaps, on some of these, maybe. I'm looking at it. Is the number 5, the catcher, the 18 is enough for another one, I think? But
I guess I guess as he took a movement up, he's going to save for a stat, hope for agility. My assumption.
Yeah.
For Danton, who's number 14, I guess he could get a stat up there as well, maybe.
Oh, he's not got enough for a normal level yet. So 16 is the next level for Danton.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, a good human team. I think this human team is much better developed than the other one. So Humans, for me, for this one.
Cool.
And he's who is he going against? Scully?
He's going against Necro, who's Scully, who's currently in 9th. So there's not much. I mean, there's only.
I'm going to go with the Necro on this one.
4 points. Okay.
So give me Scully.
I'm inclined to go for the Humans as well, actually, even though they are forced to field a halfling in this game, which I'm not sure is a good. Actually, no, I'll go for a draw. I'll go for a draw just to be different. It can be a draw. Draw is possible.
Yeah, and
Galentio
went with the Humans.
Humans.
All right, so my match is my Norse against Uldrig and his Vamps. This will be a tough match. We're both top in the table. In the top half of the table, I'm leading the conference currently, and looks like I might be giving him a little bit of inducements. He has all 5 of his Vamps, but he is missing 1 Thrall, so he'll have an 11-man roster. Couple of block Thralls, kick Thrall, pro Thrall, and then a couple rookie Thralls. Both runners looking good, both with block dodge, one of them with pro. He's got block dodge on his blitzer and on both throwers. And then one of the throwers has tackle as well. So
a lot of money. So is he saving up for a free agent, or is he...
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Mordred Shade is one.
He should definitely be going above 11 players if he's not.
Yeah, I would imagine he's probably going to get a few players, but Uldrig, bam, he's got Mordred Shade as his only free agent. Yeah. So I would imagine, he'll probably he may buy 1 Thrall and then maybe induce a player.
I mean, I think you should
No, because he won't have enough
free-
inducement money to induce a star player or a player.
No, but he should buy a free agent, Blitzer or Vard, right?
Yeah. The problem is there's no free agents out there that he really likes. He's made that abundantly clear multiple times.
Okay.
So
he's saving up for a player that he hasn't got the opportunity to yet? Or
I
there
don't
isn't
know.
anything at all?
It's hard to say with Uldrig. You never know where he's going to go. He is a very good vampire coach, though. And the 5 vampires that he has are going to be a menace because they're all blodge.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this would be a tough one for me for sure. And he's got 4 rerolls as well. So, sitting at 1350 currently, we're at 1430. So right now it's only an 80K difference. I will be missing one of my tackle killers as well, which will hurt against the Vamps with all the blodge. I do have 2 tacklers though, 1 lineman and my other berserker.
And obviously you've got 3 frenzy as well, right? So the Yeti and the 2 wolves as well as the killer berserker.
Yeah, so 4 total frenzy playing. Yep, and the Yeti does have block, which is nice. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a tough one for me. I don't like the prospect of going up against the Vamps. I do have a Wrestle Valkyrie too, which pairs nice with the Dauntless in this matchup.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, I'm taking myself, but I don't like my chances in this. I think at best for me is probably going to be a draw. But if the Vamps are rolling good dice that they need, then I think the Vamps are probably going to end up taking me down. So,
I mean, in terms of team matchup, I'd say the North are a scary team for the Vampires to face.
Yeah,
especially if they stick to 11 players. It's easy for them to get banged out. I'm going with you, unfortunately. And Galencio has also gone with you. So Ethel.
To be different, I'll go with the Vamps.
Yeah. And Uldrig is, like I said earlier, he's a good coach in general, but he's a very good coach with vampires. He knows what he's doing with Vamps. So
I missed. Anders said he's evil. Is that about Uldrig or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, so.
Yeah.
Or about Spider?
Probably both.
Both. I'm guessing they got beef, right?
No, it's for fun beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just fun beef.
Yeah, fun beef.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite type.
In this case, Uldrig.
All right, last division.
All right, and the best division.
And I will start it off since I'm not involved in any of these matchups. So the first one is Itchin against I'm in the wrong week. Sorry. Ethel, actually.
Wait. Ethelred should do the first game.
Yep, Ethel should do the first one. I was in the wrong week.
Because it is you.
Let's have a look. Who have I got?
You got
Itchin.
And you get Itchin.
Absolutely no chance. Itchin's going to murder you. You have no room to make mistakes. He's playing Renegades.
Yeah, unless his dice are shit, I'm fucked.
You're about to get a rim job.
Lol. I give it my best go. This new
Sorry, but the people who got...
in
case there's still people here from the Rick Reckless thing, his team is called RIM, right?
RHIM, yep.
RHIM.
Right, let's have a look at his team.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But, I mean, it's not amazing, is it?
No.
So, I mean,
it'll be fine. The team's terrible. You'll be fine. Yeah.
He's not what he's doing at all.
No.
He won didn't he win the Stunty Cup flawlessly when we did it, Khornight and
Didn't he win the World? Didn't he win the World Cup thing as well from RPS when we did?
Yeah, I think so. And I think he won Pony flawlessly as well.
Yeah,
I think. So yeah, against a mediocre coach like myself, I'm sure nothing's going to go wrong. So yeah.
So you're going for you? Is that what you're saying? Right? Yeah. Okay.
I might get 3 blitzes like you did against me, Khornight. So
I note that Galentio has gone for a draw, which I think is being very kind to you.
Very telling.
I'm actually gonna stay with my Norse solidarity here and go with Ethel.
Oh, cheers, brother.
Wow. Well, thanks for the 3 points.
You might be surprised. It'll probably end up being a draw, and Galentio will pull even further away.
Yeah, do you want to do the next one, Spider? Because then I'm on the last of the 3 of us, and my game is last of the LFC games.
Sure.
Yeah.
So Fiona, just practice, man. That's all it is. You do get better.
I mean, you can act. There is difference between like you can play 1,000 games and you will get very slowly better, or you can like hunt out information and try and improve yourself and watch replays and do lots of work to improve yourself.
Or you can even pay for coaching, right? Which we've discussed in the past.
Yeah, paid coaching very definitely works.
I like to give this little insight of information from when I first started playing the game. So I started right after Blood Bowl 1 hit the Steam, the digital version. And I had no idea about the game. I didn't know nothing about it. All I seen was orcs and dwarves and football, and I thought, oh, that sounds cool. So I bought it.
Yeah.
Created an online account or whatever it was, jumped in and started spinning in Nagaroth or whatever it was in Blood Bowl 1, and just started playing. Had no idea what the rules were, nothing. No tutorial, nothing. All I knew was just roll and spin and see what happens. First 100 games, I played mostly with Dark Elves, if I remember right. But anyway, I ended up like I ended up with something like 85 losses, 10 draws, and maybe 5 wins or something like that in my first 100 games. And the 5 wins were all obviously just me clearly dicing the piss out of my opponent. But I started getting an idea of the game after that through that first 100 games. Watching my opponents, what they did, just kind of learning some of the rules. And then around that time frame of the 100th game, a friend of mine played in Goblin and said, hey, you should join this private league called Goblin. They're really cool. They'll teach you a lot about the game. You'll start getting better. So I got online. I found this league. I joined them. And then that was when my whole world changed with Blood Bowl, because I joined that private league. And now I run Goblin. I have been running it for many, many years, many seasons. But that was in 2004 or 5, something like that. 2006, I think, was when Blood Bowl came out. Blood Bowl 1. In the meantime, across all the different formats, tabletop, fumble, everything you can play, I probably have at least 20,000 matches played. So yeah, that's the evolution of my play. The first 100 matches, I had absolutely no clue, and I could have easily given up on it, but joining the private league changed my whole outlook on Blood Bowl.
My similar story is slightly different in that I don't describe it as my first 100 games. I played 1,000 games of not realizing that you could be good at Blood Bowl, where it was just like I got home from the pub and I'd boot up Blood Bowl and I'd roll dice, throw them at the wall.
Yep.
And I never even considered the idea that you could get better. I played 1,000 games like that, of like random ladder games, even some in leagues where I didn't really, I didn't care if I was the bottom or the top. I was just like fouling or throwing or hitting and enjoying myself, and never even considered that, you could care about what the stats were or all that kind of stuff. So, like 100 games is nothing.
Yeah.
How dare you only take 100 games to realize that you could actually try and play them,
Well, I didn't realize I could get better at it at that point. I was about ready to quit, and my buddy's like, hey, you should join this private league and check it out. And then I fell in love with it again. And also, probably the other thing that helped me out, it was right around that time, I decided to quit playing Dark Elves, because that was pretty much all I played up to that point, and I started playing Khemri. And I fell in love with Khemri immediately. And the next 2,000 games that I played was probably nothing but Khemri with a few lizards thrown in. And when doing that, because Khemri is such a heavy positioning team, that really made me learn the game better and learn how to position better and become a better coach. So, yeah.
One of the things I like to recommend people is like playing Dwarfs or Khemri or Nurgle, or like a slow, unagile bash team.
Yeah, absolutely.
To teach you how to
didn't we say everyone should play Khornight like all Lino Dwarf team at one point, and also
that is
0 reroll Wood Elf team?
yes.
That's what you should play to get.
Those are two things I actively did to try and improve. Was play only. So I didn't only play lineman. I also allowed myself a Troll Slayer for. But only Agi 4+ dwarves and woodies with no rerolls, just to teach yourself like different aspects of the game, right? And I think people should play all the races because all the races will teach you different things,
different ways. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah,
and I would never ever recommend somebody as just learning the game as their first team to start playing be Khemri, because it's a very unforgiving team. But once you understand the game and you know what's going on, learning to play Khemri then will help you with your positioning, because you have to be a good positioner to play Khemri and be good with them.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I'd say I'd point you to 2 resources that I found really helpful. I mean, I fully admit I'm an inconsistent player. I can play well, but I also get distracted and don't concentrate properly. That's my biggest failing, I think, with getting better, is that I know what I should do, but it doesn't always work on the pitch.
I mean, like
that's a bit of time, because you've got 2 to 4 minute turns. That's what I sort of grew up on, but it's always good, I think, to rewatch games if you really want to get better and see where the mistakes were made. Yes, there's dice, but it's usually you're rolling dice for no reason, kind of thing. But the 2 resources I was going to say is the 1,000 Losses Playbook, which is a PDF which you can find anywhere.
It's on the NAF website. The NAF actually post it on their website.
Yeah, which was for LRB6, but a lot of it is still valid.
Yeah.
And there's a site as well, I think it's still going, which is Blood Bowl Strategies, and that just talks at different levels of play, and that's really, really helpful to get your sort of mindset right, to look at odds, to start thinking about, from being a basic player to a...
So Ethelred, you looked at this, you read all this, looked at odds, and then ignored everything about it.
Oh yeah, then I ignore it. Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm saying. This is what I know I need to work on. This is the consistency is what I need to work on. I can be inconsistent all the time, and that's fine. But to be consistent for every game, that's my objective. But it doesn't always.
Yeah, I was going to interrupt you earlier and say that actually no one is perfect, right? We can all
that's it. No one's
know what we're supposed to do, and then realize 2 turns after making the wrong choice that we've done the wrong thing, right? Even the best coaches make mistakes.
The best
coaches make less mistakes.
A prime example is, I know I shouldn't greed hits a lot of the time, but I still do it because that's who I am.
Yeah, you're really bad for that.
And there's time now when it's when it's the World Cup, World Championship, and I know it's something that's really important, then I can have the restraint. But normally games or whatever, I'm just doing it.
Anders in full caps.
Yep.
He greeds so much.
I do. I'm one of the kings of greed. Most people that know me know that. Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, all right, back into here. Me next. Vala.
So Vala you doing Vala versus and Vala actually in chat and was talking about how they joined during COVID and enjoyed chatting in between games. Kind of like it is sad the chat isn't there.
I wish we could have it as an option for private leagues for sure. And I get why they didn't include it for the ladder and the community leagues, because they do get so toxic, and they have to be very cognizant of the way the world is today with
and it's supposed to be for children and children,
exactly.
I do remember we got raided by Rick, and I do remember Rick being told that someone wishing his entire family got cancer. And that was it's clearly not okay.
It gets goofy and pointless, right?
It's a dice game at the end of the day as well, right? So let's all just calm down a bit.
Typically,
on the other hand, I do love it when there was chat and people would bitch at me and swear at me in chat, because I was like, this is great. You're clearly losing now.
If
you're bitching,
you're tilted on that, and
level,
I'm just gonna play into it. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, but then Khornight, to be fair to us, like we're 40-year-old men who are pretty sorted. So
Yeah.
nothing
Speak
anyone,
yourself.
nothing anyone, nothing any child is age 14 says to me on chat is going to affect me in any way. Do you know what I mean? It's funny,
Yeah.
like you say.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Anyway.
All right. Vala and his Dark Elves going against Meekinator and his Orcs. Yep. So the Dark Elves looking at 1390. Got 2 Witches, all 4 Blitzers, and a bunch of linemen. He is missing 1 player, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he's set at the 1390. A Wrestle Witch, a Block Juggernaut Witch, 2 pretty decent witches starting off there. All 4 Blodgers on the Blitzers, which is nice, with 1 being Sidestep. But yeah, pretty cookie cutter Dark Elf starting build here. At 1390.
Yeah, 120 TD difference between them and the Orcs. So
Yep.
not a great deal.
Yep. The Orcs are missing 2 players, though. So they will have a Orc lineman another 50k.
So 70k difference.
Yep.
After that loner.
2 really nice biggins, another block biggin, only 1 biggin without block, and that one is missing this game anyway, so it doesn't really matter. A rookie blitzer, and then 3 really nice blitzers going. A bunch of Mighty Blow, a bunch of guard, and a bunch of block. So yeah, it's one of those ugly Orc teams. I was about to say I really like the Dark Elves and the way they're built, but seeing 2 tackle, 5 Mighty Blow, 4 guard, and a bunch of block makes me feel sorry for those Dark Elves in this matchup. So I'm going to go with the Orcs in this one.
It's close. I saw the Juggernaut on the Witch Elf, and I was like, that's perfect. And I've realised it's been random, but that's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love a Jugs Witch. Everyone loves Jugs on the Witch.
Yep.
Or something. And missing a dirty player against Orcs is probably not a bad thing, because you're not getting any inducement, any bribes or anything.
Yep.
But yeah, the Orcs are scary. I'll go for a draw. But
could very easily be a
win.
draw. Yeah, could very easily be the draw. Galentio goes with the Dark Elves.
And I'll also go for Elf Solidarity and go for the Dark Elves.
All right. Khornight.
Cool. So me next.
Yep.
And RTSD and his crazy all the vampires against Loki and his boring dwarfs.
Hated dwarves.
He PM'd me. He obviously he replied, PM'd me with my last comment about his try hard dwarfs. That was it. So I'm gonna keep with that. But anyway, the vampires first. They're second or third in the second in the division.
Second
at the moment. Yeah.
Give them nothing
Exactly.
but take from them everything.
With horrifically scary Vargeist, also scary for the dwarfs. Mighty Blow and Claw and Throw and Block. 2 blitzers, gone with dodge first on the blitzer who's actually leveled. Similar to what I was saying before. Has gone for the dodge first on the throwers. Still, they're both blodge, and both runners are also blodge throw, but ordered differently. I'd be guessing he needs 16 SVP to get the next level. He's either taking sidestep at 16 SVP or saving for stats, which is good. 15 players, 1750, potentially the most expensive team in the league.
Yeah, yep.
I would guess.
I'm going to guess that he is.
We've not seen anyone else with 15 players, 4 rerolls, and 7 fully kitted up vamps. So,
I did kill a blitzer Khornight for you, but I don't think he. I think he's been replaced.
Yeah. So that will be the 0 SVP one, I guess.
Yep.
So yeah. No, the 0 SVP one has played 4 games. When did you play RTSD?
Right. Maybe I didn't kill someone. I thought I had.
No.
Maybe it was a brawl.
Maybe it probably regened. They're annoying like that.
Yeah.
And then Loki is 5th. So only 3 places further down.
I can't even look.
With dwarfs, a lot of draws. Dwarai? Anyway. Has 11 players.
Yep.
Missing a guard. To be fair, I think he's had 11 for the whole season or less. I don't think he's had more. Have fun with them. I'm jumping ship. I think that means he's going to sleep. No, or leaving. Anyway. Oh, Warhammer Blood Bowl dwarves are dead to me. GW screw. Okay, so
he's jumping ship from the dwarves.
Yeah. So no more dwarves in the future. Well, I'm glad, and so is Ethel. Horrific runner with, movement up and agi up and blodge and sidestep and then a bunch of boring dwarfs with guard and mighty blow and stuff. I mean, essentially the nerf to dwarfs coming up is doing exactly what they wanted. I still think it's not that bad, and I still think people will play them, but just not the previous people that played them, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
470 in inducements to the dwarves.
How much is that?
470.
470. I mean, what do the dwarves even get with 470? That's just crazy. Like Org? Or a roller and bribes?
Do you need Morg against our vampires, though?
Yeah. You want to remove them as many as you can, so +2 is going to help.
Yeah, but Morg doesn't have tackle. And he's...
Yeah, but just
5
and there's 15 vampires. Yeah.
Maybe some foul or some fouling potential, so maybe a bribe.
Not all these vampires have got block.
Like, the things that Morg does, this team do already, right? So...
Yeah.
There's already 3 Mighty Blow on here. And they're going to be punching the thralls enough, right?
And with all the tackle, he's going to get some of them vampires down. That's why I like the fouling on them, potentially. When you get them down, you fucking foul them.
Which, with that amount of TV difference, is a roller and bribes a terrible idea?
No.
I think you can afford to get a roller and 2 bribes.
Even
gives you a chance to.
Even if you decided not to go with the roller, you could definitely get the bribes and still have money left to do other stuff.
But you don't have any dirty player, so the fouling on
true.
its own is not as good, right? But getting a roller and then fouling is pretty good. I don't know. Yeah. I'm good for vampires. No offense, Loki, but that's a scary team to face.
And Galentio went vampires as well. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going vamps as well because I'm racist.
Against
dwarves. I've got faith in Loki, so I'm going to go draw.
Yeah, saying racist against dwarves doesn't actually make it better, does it? Sorry.
No, not really.
Anyone who doesn't play Blood Bowl hearing that sentence.
I hate dwarves too, but I hate dwarves too, but I got
cancelled. Khornight.
I hate dwarves too, but I got faith in Loki.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, to be fair, Loki's got a lot of draws. The chance of there being a draw, no one's got for a draw, it's crazy.
Exactly. All right, I'll do the next one. Galentio Lizards versus the Pro Elves of Darkwing. The Spiders made me do it. Lizards with a 7-1-1 record. There are 3 coaches currently with a 7-1-1 record in the league. Galentio is one of them. At 1,400, he's got 2 rookie source.
Everyone was expecting you to say your name as well. Who's the third person? Who else has 7?
Is it Colin maybe with the Amazons?
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Somebody in the NFC, I think, was 7-1-1. Yeah, Colin's Amazons are 7-1-1.
Oh, okay.
No, I wasn't going to say myself. I was going to leave it how it was. Anyway, 2 rookie source. The rest all have block. Some with guard. A nice killer source there. A block guard pro Croxagore. I love that Croxagore. That's my favorite build out of a Croxagore. Block guard pro. I'd even go block pro guard depending on how my source were already building out. Like if I already had 3 block guard source, I would have taken pro first. But if the Crocs got to guard before any of the source did, then I'd take guard.
Nexus stand firm?
Yeah, Nexus stand firm for sure.
For sure.
The skinks are he's been losing his skinks. He lost a move boosted skink and an edge boosted skink.
Yeah.
But he still has a sneaky get and a sidestep. Only 11 players. It's a little scary. Those skinks start leaving the pitch. Could be
he's got enough.
He
could actually buy a 12 if he wanted to.
Yeah, he could buy another one, or he could buy a chameleon even too if he wanted to. Only two
I have a
rerolls
feeling
still.
Galentio is not a chameleon skink enjoyer.
I thought I
So-
remembered him saying at one point that he did plan on getting a chameleon, but it would be way
Oh,
down
did
the
he?
line. But I
Okay.
could be misremembering that. I feel like that's what I remember him saying. But
Did maybe you get one, but then it died straight away? Maybe.
That could be what happened too. Yeah. Only two rerolls on this, which isn't as detrimental since he's got 5 block now, but he's still got to get the ball picked up. So I would be much more comfortable with this team with 3 rerolls than with 2. So anyway, 1,400 there with an 11-man roster. He is going against who was he going against? Oh, Darkwing's Pro Elves, who is at 1,460. So going to be giving the Lizards a little bit of inducements. He does have a full roster, so nobody missing.
Darkwing actually has a bench, which is, I think, the first
time ever. Yeah. He does still have the really crazy thrower that's beat up like crazy. But that is Darkwing's game.
One level away from
Legend, yep.
Legend.
But Darkwing's game is throwing the ball, and that's what he does with this guy. He doesn't do anything else but just pick it up and toss it.
1 SPP to pick a skill, or about 20 to pick a stat, or to get a stat option.
Yep. 3 dodging catchers, 1 with Russell. No block, though. In fact, no block on the whole team except for the 2 out-of-the-box blitzers.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I mean, elves are going to do elf things, but this is going to be a hard one against Galentio's skill level and his team and the team build. So I'm going to go with Galentio and his Lizards.
Yeah, shockingly, I am also going to go with Galentio.
And
Galentio is also going with Galentio. So Ethelred, your chance to shine as the underdog picker. Or you could just pick Galentio. Like, there's no peer pressure here.
Galentio as well.
No offense, Darkwing.
Yeah,
but Galentio's a good coach and plays Blizzards really well.
Yeah, he does. And I just with having no block on any of the other players on the Elven Union team, I think that's going to really be
they're going to find it really hard to deal with all that
strength. Yeah,
absolutely.
but elves will elf, and if Darkwing's making his rolls,
Darkwing does roll dice.
He likes to roll dice, right? And if he's making his rolls, he could definitely do some crazy things. So
doesn't always like the results, but he likes to roll dice.
I'm not sure the sentence is correct. I'm not sure he actually likes rolling dice. I think
he just does roll dice, right?
Yeah, he hates it and is annoyed when it fails, but he rolls dice.
Good point.
Okay, so who's next? Is it me? No, it's not me.
Yep. I'm gonna step away real quick, but go ahead, Ethel.
Yeah. You've got we should mention as well that Matt Nurgle, who we're about to look at, haven't played yet, so their team could change as I murder all of them in tomorrow.
That's quite funny watching a spider run off. But yeah, this is the Chaos team. They have been in the wars, man. This Chaos team. But what have we got? We got his Funk Hammer number 1. It's pretty cool. He's topped out level 7. That's pretty cool. He's got Mighty Blow, Claw, Block, Guard, Stand Firm, Tackle. Horrible player. The other blockers are pretty rookie. The Beastmen as well are we've got 1 killer and then 1 like really battered one that does a bit of ball carrying. And then what's the third skill on number 5? Not use that symbol.
Extra arms.
It's extra arms.
Yep.
Extra
arms. Oh, that's the ball carrier then. Right, that's fine. I'm not sure I'd keep number 7 then. Who's got horns?
Didn't we talk to Drakian at some point, and Drakian say that it was it was an Avata for the team or something, and it was keeping them despite the injuries. There was we've definitely talked about this, and they thought it was funny to have a beat up player. I think.
Yeah, I mean he's only got 110k, so I mean he should buy another Beastman at least for this game.
He's missing 2 more players, so replacing the strip, like Horn strip, is still a good skill set, right? Being able to to blitz on strength 4 and strip the ball is pretty awesome. Maybe
Yeah, I'm not saying you should get rid of that guy. I'm just saying he should definitely buy another Beastman for this one, unless there's someone he's got his eye on in the free agent pool.
Yeah.
Which you wouldn't know because it resets tomorrow. But anyway, so that's the Chaos team, and then we look at Rottingham Forest, who have got a game to play. So this is Nurgle, I think.
Yep.
They're currently in 7th.
They're on 11 players.
Are 11th. So I'm just waiting for them to come up because there's a slight delay on my screen here.
Oh, sorry, I didn't switch. Who was the other one?
That's all right. Rottingham Forest.
Matt's team.
Wrong one.
Matt's team.
There we go. All right, should be coming up now.
Which are only 12-10, so they're pretty undeveloped as well. But we've got a block rot spawn, which is quite nice. 3 of the 4 bloaters got block as well. One's got guard, 1 pest with block, and then 1 lineman who's MNG actually with wrestle. So fairly basic. Oh, and there's a mighty blow block pest at the bottom. So not a natural ball carrier yet, but not a bad team. It's okay, not too bad.
And they'll be getting 50k from the Chaos team once. The Chaos
which
team
I guess would just be a K.
So
based on team position, I'm going to go for Rottingham Forest on this as they're higher up in the league.
Yeah, and Galentio has also gone for Matt, and I will also go for Matt. No offense to Dragonian, but Matt is a good coach, and I think his record belies, he's started off badly, and I think he's planning to not care this much about this season and play. And also
first name solidarity for me as well with Matt.
Oh yeah, of course.
So, go Matt.
And I'm going to go with Matt's as well.
Yeah. But Ethelred obviously has eschewed his real name for the
dox myself
for the unreadiness of Ethelred.
Yes.
Okay, so mine next is not my next game, but my game after next. I get to face Mr. Plasmid and his Khorn with my Necro. And as we've started before with every other thing, Spider, can you please show my team as I'm 3rd in division with the Necro? Ooh, as I click on the wrong team, that's lol. Pretty, standard Necro team. All the stats on the positionals. Marrowbone, free agent from my previous team with guard and mighty blow and block. Humble Pie, also with block. Veil Grim, who may not have been in before, who has mighty blow and a random agility skill. I got diving tackle when I re-randomed it. And Giblets, who has also mighty blow. Obviously, a ghoul ball carrier. Also, Fried Pig's Ears, who may currently called Fried Pig's Ears Don't Forget Flags, as he waits for his next level. And as I always forget. And then 2 werewolves, Fishmore, who has mighty blow and blodge, and Kidneys, who has tackle, sidestep, and a wrestle zombie. But 12 players, 2 rerolls, not bad. Necro team, 14-18.
I quite like that Wraith with diving tackle.
Yeah,
that must be very annoying.
Yeah. So maybe this is one thing I've realised is that Wraiths random agility is great because they can't have ball skills. They can't have catch, diving catch.
Yep.
So they usually get good skills. But in this system, free agents with random agility skills, you roll them when you buy them. So what I'm doing is I'm buying a new free agent every so often with a random agility skill, getting to re-roll whatever he has. So then, next time I have enough money, I'll replace this free agent with another free agent with a random agility skill.
Yep.
In the hope I get dodge or defensive.
Yep.
Anyway, and we're playing Plasmid and his Rouge or Rogue Squadron. Is that how you spell Rouge?
Rouge. I think it's Rouge. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a very tragic Khorn team with 3 Khorn Gores, 4 Seekers, a bunch of linemen, 3 block, a wrestle, and a sure hand.
No skills.
Yeah, not very much. No. And currently the record holder for the only perfect record in the league. So, perfect the wrong way, unfortunately. Unsurprisingly, I am going to vote for myself, as also has Galentio.
Yep. I'll be going with you as well.
Shocking.
And perhaps, obviously, I'm going to go with the Khorn because they're going to break their record, perfect record. It's going to be at your expense, Khornight.
Like, on the one hand, I'd be really sorry for them for not having a perfect record anymore. But on the other hand, I would kind of be happy for them winning. But we will see. And also, I've been like hellishly, possibly offensive about, these records. So I deserve to die at the hands of this team. And that is
not
every.
personal.
No, yeah.
Yeah. One last real quick thing before I jump off because I got to go eat. We'll go through the top fives real quick. We got in wins, we've got 3 tied at first, Colin, myself, and Galentio. With losses, most losses, we've got Plasmid in first with 9, and then Kurto and Draconian with 8. Best defense, we've got Galentio in first with only giving up 3 touchdowns. I'm in second, giving up 4. And then 3 coaches tied with 5, Colin, Bob, and Khornight. For touchdowns scored, RTSD at 20, Caldrac at 17. Touchdowns given up, Mr. Plasmid has given up 21, and then Kurto and Draconian have given up 20. Touchdown delta, or touchdown difference, RTSD at 14, Caldrac at 10, Colin at 10, and Khornight at 10. For casualties, most casualties, I am at the top, which, okay, I didn't realize I was that far up. I'm at top with 28, yeah.
Like the true banger who re-rolls their
all their greed hits,
re-rolls
greeds everything, exactly.
Greed everything.
Absolutely. Tim Dog.
By the way, we can't see the bottom of the list at the moment.
Yep.
Just to warn you.
Yeah, Tim Dog in second with 27. Most casualties sustained, Kurto's Underworld at 39, Walshy's Lizards at 28, and Kalis, Real, Weljamir, and Darkwing all at 25.
40 injuries for Kurto is
yeah, that's crazy, yeah. And then Kaz Difference, Vivo, and Khornight both at 19, Anders Chosen at 12. And then fouls at the bottom of the list. We've got the Gobs as they should be on top with 54, Underworld with 44, and then Ethel's Norse jumping in third with 40.
And that is why Ethelred deserves to be the voice of the fouling nation.
Fouling solidarity, absolutely.
So with that said,
what's the tea, Spider?
We're gonna.
What's the tea?
Chili, homemade chili.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're gonna make that it for the night. I'll get this edited up and out on YouTube later this evening. Once again, thank you, Khornight and Ethel, for jumping on.
No worries.
And
Cheers.
We'll see everybody back here next Sunday. Same channel, same time, give or take. And we'll do
possibly the same day.
Yeah,
probably the same day. Maybe the same day.
We'll do next week's recap. So thanks everybody for getting on and watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Oh, do you want to do a raid or?